And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Thank you all for coming with us today. We're episode 14 of In the Merchant's Quarter. So thank you all for joining us today. It's been a pretty intense day, at least for me. One of the legends in the YouTube space, whether love him or hate him, was Kevin Samuels. He did pass away, I believe, yesterday night from a cardiac arrest. So I just want to give just a moment of silence and just a moment for just to address that and to say rest in peace to Mr. Samuels, and hopefully his family is doing well with this sudden loss of a great man, person, and or leader. So let's kind of close our eyes in silence for just a second and just in remembrance of Kevin Samuels. So, all right. All right. And with that somber note out of the way, a lot of craziness did happen last episode. By crazy, I mean the mission got completed. So, why don't you tell us what happened from your perspective, or just in general, Basri?
Okay. Well, looking through, so last session, it began with the team waking up after a night's rest at the inn. Some events had occurred. They saw a woman who had been beaten and battered. They realized that Boss somehow was involved. After gathering the team, they went to investigate the area. Fortunately, the information they were given wasn't great. They assumed that maybe he went to another inn to stay the night, so they got a list of about 12 different inns scattered across the city. Was it 10 different inns scattered across the city, and they just started investigating. So while the team set out to kind of track Boss down, it cuts over to Boss and Najee, who wake up in their inn, and Boss, after a little pep talk, says, "Hey, we're on this mission and I intend to complete it, just you and I." And so Boss and Najee, um, they basically got into character and went to go investigate the target that had been given by the Shifting Sands Assassination Guild. So they took some time to go investigate the woman, the dwarven woman. Uh, as that was happening, cut back to the gang who they ran into a merchant called Zuzanif the Unequaled, who was a Jinborn with a lamp who serves some master. I don't remember the name, but this guy, he basically kind of mirrors Kayala in a way. The Unequaled, he serves a high-powered Jin himself. He's tied to some type of lamp, and so there was a connection made there. They cut back to, after that interaction, it cuts back to Najee and Boss. They find the woman, they track her down. The door had been cracked open. Revealed in the darkness lies the body of that woman with a bejeweled khopesh sticking out of her cold corpse. They investigated. It is indeed the woman they were looking for. Quickly thinking, they cleaned up the scene, dumped the body in the bag of holding, cast invisibility, and they got the hell out of there with haste. Unfortunately, forgetting their secondary mission goal, which was to forge some documents. So after that had happened, the team, they meet another merchant, but after some time, they eventually headed out and they crossed paths again. The team was reunited. Boss was trying to be cryptic. They met up at a restaurant. They kind of told each other what's going down. So on their way back to kind of turn in the quest, they were tailed by a catfolk with the symbol of a dagger through a head of a dragon. You know, after noticing the threat, they try to basically take off and lose the tail. They were suddenly attacked by invisible creatures called Dumbavoys. They're like hunchbacked green creatures. They could cast haste. There's a big combat that ensued. We took down one. The other one took off into the city. After that, We made it back to the Shifting Sands Guild. We ran into a colorful, I think it was a woman named Ty and her gang of like dancing gangsters. I don't even know what that was
Smelled
about.
great.
Yeah.
Smelled fantastic.
We basically talked our way out of that, and that, you know, we name dropped the Shifting Sands. They got a little scared, and we continued on our way. Kayla and Boss got into it. Finally, it bubbled over. He's like, "Hey, do you have a fucking problem?" She's like, "Yeah, I have a problem. It's you." Some stuff went down. Boss took off. Everyone followed. She hesitantly followed, but then saved Boss's ass because when he turned in the job, turned out he forgot to forge the documents. She smooth talked way out of it. After kind of talking to the group, we gained membership. They officially gave us a breakdown of all the team members.
And guild whistles as well too.
Yeah, we got guild whistles, all the team members, what they do. And that's kind of it. We had a couple conversations of things we wanted to learn from these guys. And there you go.
2 questions. Anybody for 2 gold noodles, tell me or tell me what element he was. The Jin was his lord.
Water.
Okay, I'll gets it. Well, she's fast. It's fast.
Well, I had to unmute.
Yeah, I was like, all right. I was like, and what was I gonna say? Damn, I had.
You were gonna ask what song the whistles played.
Yes. How did you know that?
Which whistle?
What
the
I
old
do.
one or the new one? Because the old.
How does she know that?
I'm very good at reading people's faces.
I was like, what did I feel like my ass? Right. Well, I don't know who said it first. So all of you guys can get that. Thank you. It's just so everybody gets 2 gold noodles, and Gala gets her extra 2 for knowing elemental, playing his genie prince or a built Jin prince.
Hey, the best comment was, "We can make steam."
Yeah, we can make steam. We can make little steam Jin babies.
It's like we can do advanced elements. What is this, like Avatar? Or it's like, all right, we're doing lightning now.
The alchemist. Leave me alone.
Oh, well, I want the Full Metal fans. You know how they are. They get intense. So we are here. You guys told the members of the Shifting Sands some of your speciality or specialties, and they decided to kind of. I think we left off right where we were discussing, like the boss said, individual skills and who you were kind of partnering with. Aerith and Nadi was partnering with Rattle. Bosby, you were no. Nadi was with Fernay. Aerith was with Rattle. Kayala, you were with 9 Lives?
I was by myself because I was waiting for my meeting.
Meeting. Refresh my memory.
With the Jinborn.
Yes.
Zuzanif.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, a meeting. Like, I know it's a meeting. Okay, got it. Yeah.
I did talk to the catfolk.
Yes, that's now it's making sense now. I was like, you did talk to him. Okay, so and then I believe Duton was kind of just chilling. Am I correctly?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
Yeah. You weren't doing it.
Getting with anyone.
Yeah, like what are you doing? You're like, yeah, I was just kind of around. Like, all right, well, he's around. And then Bjorn was talking with Beretta, and she told him of a master of mental energies that was north of south, according to my notes here. So
I put key.
Yep. Okay. So you guys are indeed here. Before we cut over to Kayala, is anybody doing anything specifically? Want to talk to anybody, these guys, any further? Because we did kind of leave abruptly because it was getting kind of late yesterday. We're running a little late last session. And just to give you a refresher as well, too, Rattle is highly skilled in hand-to-hand combat and infiltration. Here we go. Frene you think is 100% the muscle. Because it must be jelly because that don't shake. These man just pure blubbery scales of just muscle. He's like
and he had like a giant belt on, right?
Yes, he did. You get a gold noodle for remembering that.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. He's big, a big boy with a big giant
The
belt.
thick ass boy.
Yeah. And then you have Nylas here, who's highly skilled in not dying. She is the godchild of Bruce Willis. And we have Freda here is basically the healer. She patches up wounds and deals with more the esoteric. And so Aaron is the bank, because big bank, big little bank. He's also a Southland dwarf. And
Big Bank Hank.
dude, that sounds like a porn star.
Sugar Hill Gang rapper.
Oh wow. Oh my god, the old school head's gonna kill me now. How do you not know, man? Come on, bro. Like, holy. Then you have Ree or Memory. Todar. She's also highly skilled in arcane energies, whereas Ferretta is skilled in the esoteric and more of the not divine, but yeah, like more primal divine energies. Ree or Memory is highly skilled in arcane magics, and you don't know, and also Navarro is the guildmaster, and you don't know the rest of any of these guys really do, because you didn't talk to any of them, but that's what you would have been told. She has it all here after receiving your guild whistles, your loot. Navarro did say he has some information for you, or some quests for you. But he did want to give you a chance to talk with them, because you might be offered some quests or training from some of the guild masters here. We're not guild, some of the associates of this guild here.
So they did offer a mission. I did leave that out. They had mentioned Koros, I think was the name. Koros.
Yeah.
Which we had kind of come across anyway, because the note on the person that we had found, she said, find one who struck the girls and bring it back to the base, Koros. And so I think we were given the quest to take out Koros directly, but
2,000 gold to find and kill Koros.
yeah. And so, but no one knows much about Koros, from what I understand.
No, well, you do know that he is the leader of the resistance. You were told that.
He's a cultist, and he specifically wants to kill Limrith, the dragon that's flying over the city.
Okay, what's her full name? Tugal News.
For the are you saying the dragon?
Yeah, Imarith. Yeah, what's her full name?
Limrith Desert
Imarith.
Doom.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, notes on.
Jason, you must be reading my mind. Come on, bro.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying it's got to be the desert tyrant. Come on, man. So all right, cool. Didn't get your Tugal Noodles there. Lovely. So yes. Also, you think that some of these other people as well might have quests or tasks for you to do that might typically tie into them if you're more interested in those. But you definitely feel that's more of an overarching thing. Because like I said, but you think that trying to kill a head cultist or a major cultist isn't just going to be a walk in the park, you imagine.
Do we ever do the ordinary?
No.
It's like, no.
No.
All you gotta do is go back to near the town. All right, bet. We're gonna rub the lamp and witch there. All right.
It was too far to walk, okay?
It's like that's 1,000 miles. That sounds like no. That's a lot.
I would walk 500 miles.
But
Nope.
not 1,000. Not 1,000.
No.
That's too much.
And I would walk 500 more.
Well, y'all didn't. Y'all stopped at 500.
We
Just a
literally
lot.
would not.
It's literally a nope. But yeah. So here, sitting here. So I guess,
I do have a question.
yes.
So when we did the investigation of, I think I got a nat 20 on the investigation on the body. We didn't find anything other than the note. What about the Kopesh? You said it was
A jewel Kopesh.
yeah.
You can use your jeweler's kit or any kind of like tool that makes sense to appraise it. Did y'all take the Kopesh? I
Yeah,
assume so.
just took everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume
Dumped her
so.
in the
Because
bag.
I'm like,
Flip it.
because why not take a jeweled Kopesh?
Well, we're also not going to leave the murder weapon.
The murder
there.
weapon.
Yeah.
But yeah, we killed her. How?
That's not ours.
Yeah. Roll me a jeweler's kit check. I think you're proficient in jewel tools, right? Boss.
No. I've got calligraphers, and then I have identify.
Okay, well that works. Do you want to rich look at identify and figure this out?
Yeah, let's take some
Alright.
time. Let's take a look at this.
All right. Okay, so it is a ordinary Kopesh, but it is worth here. I don't know how hand out is, but it's worth 100 gold pieces.
Sweet.
It is a bejeweled ruby crested jeweled Kopesh with a silver inlay with a golden edge. Very nice. Really expensive. This is a very expensive blade to just leave somebody's chest.
And
people don't used to do that.
I'm curious. The note said, "Find the one who took the girls and bring back to base." So they're looking for us. Maybe.
Wasn't it bring back the thing you had taken?
Yeah, find
Yeah,
one
that
who
was one
struck
of 'em.
girls and bring. Yeah.
Yeah, I can pop with this note too. You'll have
Yeah,
the
do
note.
you have
Let me
this
pop-
specific
yeah,
note?
I have the note right here. There you go.
Bring them back to base to deal with. Expect a bonus. Okay.
Oh no, it was the green guys were saying give back what you took
That's right.
in our battle. They were saying give back what you took.
Was that before or after we got the dead dwarven lady?
That was
That was
after.
after.
Okay.
So we assume that it was the body,
Or the Kopesh.
Could it be the
Yeah.
Kopesh?
one or the other. Either way, we don't know
Does
if
the
they were
Copas
tied
look
to
more
Koros.
ceremonial than actual practical use?
Do you? Well, I think you're proficient in all. Do you have jewelers or smith tools?
Definitely have Smith.
Roll me a smith tools check and I'll tell you what you know from looking at this thing. Which I think by default is you can't roll low enough to actually like fail. Okay, so with the 19, you know that this is a highly ceremonial Kopesh, but it is very well made.
So it actually has a sharp edge to it. Then it's not like
Correct.
okay.
Well, so at
You
least got
definitely
sharp
feel as
points.
this one of them. So you definitely feel as if this could this is probably used for more ritualistic things because, like I said, it's a really well made but decorative weapon. That's what
I
you
have
know.
a feeling that this is a utensil used in rituals. I glance over it and observe it before handing it back.
Interesting.
This-
So maybe a ritual sacrifice, but then if they aren't related to Koros, there must be another faction at play, perhaps, because they're looking for the people who struck the girl, and if maybe they're the ones who did it. Boss would go over to Navarra and he would ask, so tell me more about Koros. Do we know any known associates, any other factions that may other rivalries with Koros, or is there anybody that we would know or need to know about?
Navarre would look at you and he would clear his throat and he would say, he is a very dangerous person. There are plenty of people, whether it's various guilds, but particularly speaking, the head scaled one, and his name is Raleg the Swift, is specifically looking for him. He is visor to the ruler of Nurgan-Natal, Imarith. They say he's a half dragon. I'm not sure what a half dragon looks like, but he looks like a dragon more than me. I'll put it in the chat as well.
Yeah. So this person wants Koros dead as well.
Yes, Koros has done a lot of guerrilla attacks on the capital and various places, looking to usurp the throne.
And
And
do you
this,
know Koros's motivation? Like, if he's doing guerrilla tactics and he's got people behind him, what's his end game here other than just ruling the world? It must be for something, some kind of meaning.
I don't know his motives. I do know that those that do follow him do not want to be under the yoke of the dragons for much longer. But I was given this quest from Relric himself.
Interesting.
People don't like dragon occupation. People haven't seen a clear sky in, let's say, centuries above Nereid of Hell.
Do you recognize this symbol? And I think I can make a little trinket with prestidigitation, right? So the image of the knife through the skull would appear in his hand, almost like a 3D hologram.
Okay, here you go. That's like an old school Fallout games.
Yeah, exactly.
He would look at you and say, that is the symbol of the cultists that follow Koros.
I think we ran into them on our way here. So we had a tale, and immediately after we were attacked by some strange creatures. And he described the, what do they call them? The Domovoi.
Yeah.
He described them
Mhm.
like they use powerful magics and increase their speed. They moved like devils, and they sprung upon us using some kind of invisibility. You know anything
they-
about them? Are they related?
They are quite dangerous. They typically are servants of those that purchase their services, like most creatures, of most outer planar creatures. I'm not super aware of how to do so and the capabilities, but I do know that debt collectors usually summon them to make sure that they receive their payments on time, or else. And I'm sure you can know what the or else is. So they're typically servants. And he would look at you and say, "I'd be wary. These cultists are quite dangerous, and they have spies all over the city. You never know who might be a cultist. And I don't side either way with the war. I just side whoever pays with me. But Ralrek has paid me significantly more than Koros. So as of now, my blade is pointed towards that man or woman. I'm not sure if it's a man or woman. No one has ever that I've seen has actually seen their face. It's usually masked.
Interesting. Boss would move over to Ree and Ree. Would you be able to procure a scroll of alter self? It may come in handy, and I don't think I think they've seen our faces, and I think the best way to approach this mission is maybe with subterfuge. Is that something you get your hands on?
He says, I can get that. It'll cost you, but I can definitely get it at a discount, of course. But it'll take some time to get. She looks around 6 altar cells. That'll be at least 2 to 3 days.
I don't know if we need
Bjorn,
six.
can I ask? Would Bjorn hear you talking to her about that?
Yeah, he's not. I mean, if you're in the room,
He'll just kind of lean around as he's talking to Feronia. I don't need one, and then start talking to Feronia again.
Yeah, I was looking for myself mainly. Maybe the rest of the team may need it.
Oh, only for yourself. Interesting. What about the rest of your company?
Maybe something closer to disguise kits. Maybe useful.
Yes, I do have a spare disguise kit here you can borrow. And she would you have gained access to this casket.
I don't know who would benefit the most. I don't need it. Maybe
Are you
Duton.
proficient in this caskets?
I'm not.
No,
Is Aerith?
I believe so.
She may already have one.
Yeah, see, I thought she might
She's
because I thought she
proficient
took
in-
something out of it.
Yeah, I think he's proficient. And yes, she is proficient in this caskets. Yes, she is. Well, I'm not sure. Would y'all know that?
I don't know.
I-
I mean,
Probably
I
not.
thought she
Kayala may, if anybody does.
well, yeah, I don't remember where they were, but I thought she pulled something out and like ripped it, but I don't remember if Kayala was with her. So we're
I
just
don't
gonna pretend
remember.
like we don't know.
well,
Yeah, I don't wanna spoil
Well,
it.
let me
As,
put it
as
this
we
way.
start looking around the room, where did Aerith go?
I didn't know
Aerith
she
being
was.
Aerith.
I didn't know she was, and I asked for it. So, but
Yeah. So yeah. And Aerith is talking to Rattle. So, and I would say for now, she's probably training outside with Rattle, so she's outside of the place.
either way, I think our clothes are too fine for a city like this. You know, we stick out like sore thumbs.
At least in this ward,
Yeah.
be careful because if you have terrible clothes, no one's gonna let you inside the Sphinx ward.
I think we need different outfits. We need to go full James Bond.
He says he looks over at Ferroni to she's a really skilled weaver. She might have some clothes or a cloth that you can use.
Because we don't have
He's-
much of a lead. No offense, Navarro, but
I mean, if for 2,000 gold pieces, I'm looking for him as well, or them as well. This is just an opportunity for you to be able to beat me to the punch. We're looking at leads as we speak. If I find any leads, I'll be fully ready to share them with you. He's a tough person to find. They're a tough person to track down. Good.
Are we sure he's in the city and not just calling the shots from afar?
No idea.
we know his associates are in the city at the very least.
Correct.
And I think we have to go full Superco, like infiltrate.
Night vision up.
Yeah.
But
What
we
you're
can-
asking for, boss, then is gonna take a little bit of funds to accomplish.
We have money.
Is
We still have money in our ledgers, in our coffers.
so
Unless
do
you
you want
guys
that
are,
scroll
when
of-
we-
unless you guys are
where-
opposed.
where was the money being where was the money put when we got popped time zone wise?
the
bag
bag,
holding.
bag holding?
So we lost like the
Camels.
animals. Yeah, but we've got the jewels, we got all the magic items, we got the
Er-
gold.
Everything that wasn't on your person, I assume the bag with all of your monetary shit was definitely on your person.
So we're pretty set up. We could
Or on
always,
somebody's persons.
yeah, we could always walk away from this whole thing, but boss likes the idea of tracking down people and making a name for himself this way.
And he says, if it might suit you, maybe talking to Ralreg himself. He's a hard man to find, and it's a high chance that he may try to kill you. He just has a bit of a temper, but he's blue and he's very big. He says he's at least 12 feet tall.
Boss
Big.
would look over to Duton and Kayala. What do you think? I don't know if we need to get involved with Railreg myself. He's pretty high profile. That means there's a lot of eyes and influence around him. I think we start small. We don't know anything about this city. What do you guys
Small?
think?
That's so terrifying. The bigger, the better. The challenge, the more challenge, the better. I see.
Well, wouldn't Railreg have given us more information if he thought it was valuable?
Well, he says for more context.
Hmm.
So if you're trying to get more information about what he knows about, because we just asked about information about Kuro, so if you want more information about what he had done to the city, you might be better asking maybe the poor or Rarek himself, who is, I assume, well informed. I don't care about those things. I care about trying to find Koros and assassinating them.
Do you have any leads since Ralreg gave you this task?
Well, he knows that they're really well connected. They must have some kind of foothold or access to the Sphinx ward. So I expect they have some kind of holdout there or near there. Probably a holdout in the Bulls ward here, because it's a lot less regulations here than in the Sphinx ward. So I recommend looking at those two wards and see what you find. I take one side, you take the other side, and comb the ward and see what we find.
How long ago did he give you this task?
This task has been around for, it says, about a year. We let all of the new recruits in on the big money quest. So if we can track it down, we'll add fame to our name and grow the guild. But no one was able to actually see him, let alone hurt him. He's elusive.
No lead on anybody that you know that's specifically that's a cultist that you've been watching?
And says no. Well, they wear masks, typically speaking. So no one
Wow.
has actually seen their face.
I think we do it old school. Boots on the ground. We just start asking questions, greasing wheels. We can start there, and maybe we'll get a lead. Personally, I don't think we should talk to Railreg. That's too high profile, and if he's got a bad temper,
So
a very
what?
bad
So
temper.
what if he has a
Yes.
bad temper? So what?
I may not be able to contain myself.
That makes two of us then. What say the rest of you?
Well, I don't see any reason not to go at least take a little walk. See what we see, find what we find. Could use a night's rest before we do that though.
Yes.
We have beds here as well. If you like to rest up.
Are there any
Well-
other do you have any other houses throughout the city, or is this the only location? Safe houses and
we've
that sort of thing.
we do have a small hold in the Bulls ward, but we don't have any outside of this ward here. Those are other guilds' territories.
Speaking of other guilds, we ran into Ty.
He
What's
face
that?
palms immediately.
So what's going on there? Who are those jokers?
Me and Ty had a bit of a entanglement many moons ago, and we ended on bad terms. So we are warring. And he looks at you and he says, she is quite dangerous and highly skilled in poison. I'd be very careful. And don't tell her I said that.
That's another person of interest, Basri.
Maybe. So okay. Crazy ex-girlfriend, huh? We've all been there.
Crazy ex, she's also an assassin as well. I'd be very careful about words with her.
Wait a minute.
Oh, and an assassin.
You dated an assassin and couldn't end amicably. Oh my god, I can't talk. Cordially. You know this is how you get surprises left on your pillow, right?
Well, I enjoyed the excitement. She was fun. She was really skilled in flowers and helped me find out my flower profile. And I thought she was a great woman. But our personalities clashed, and a couple members died. You know, accidents happened. But I think this made the passions grow stronger. And you hear Fernay behind us. Oh, brother, we lost 3 members to the poison stink bomb she left that killed them. She's a nice lady. She just misunderstood.
Outside of your entanglement,
Mhm,
do you think
mhm.
she could be trusted as an ally?
I would say consider her more neutral. If her goals align with yours, then consider her an ally. If they do not, she's an enemy. But now that you're an associate of us, she won't outright attack you unless something else happens where she has a bad day or another thing. And he looks at you. And he says, that being said, that is the big shebang of bang, but I do hear that memory, which is I didn't know that's how you actually pronounce it until I looked at it again. Like that's how that's supposed to be pronounced. But she does have a couple of tasks for you as well. If you think that's a little bit more than what you can chew. And rattle, though rattle requires subterfuge. Yes.
I don't see why we can't attempt more than one thing at a time, right? If we're just going to be doing a little bit of searching, subterfuge, sneaking, as you say,
Do as many as you like.
why don't we, take at least one more, just see if we can two birds with one stone it, right?
You even know what that phrase means?
No,
Okay.
So what it actually means, Bjorn, if you were to find a stone, right, and he goes into his long dissertation of what it actually means.
Bjorn will literally just stand there staring at you like,
So when we say two, we define that as just keeps going.
It's like 2 on the positive side, right? A real number here.
Two individual units.
Of measurement.
That
It's
reminds
like-
me of a story, and it just keeps going.
It's like of geometry. First year was tough, but I figured it out.
But they're not literal birds. It's more of a metaphor. And a metaphor is
Holy! I'm gonna give you guys 1 minute just to stop the explanation. Holy! From me to you, I was like, hold on, and we're gonna talk about you know what
And
a
that's
pronoun
metaphor,
is.
not meteor.
By the time he
Totally
finished,
different thing.
Bjorn took a long rest. He's already.
He's like, all right, guys.
he's standing with his head just against the wall, like eyes half closed, like,
He just passed on those.
Yeah, we need
I'm
to.
gonna look
tend
at
to our
Basri and Kiala. You know, maybe we should have put him in school.
I mean, we still can.
wounds.
How old is he?
He's already been enrolled in school.
Like what,
School
2
of Hard
weeks old?
Knocks.
Yes, roughly.
I feel like
But
we're gonna get charged with child neglect here. He's
Well,
2
not if
weeks
you-
old.
Not if you can wean him.
Bjorn isn't stupid. He's not familiar with our customs.
I just don't know what line what she's gonna look at more. So you're an adult, right?
yes.
Do you know what an adult is?
He's a
Yes.
man. He has a beard.
No. We're not gonna start the man conversation again. Duton had too much to drink that day, I think. I don't know.
Did you say something about drinking?
What? No.
Oh,
She like hugs her wine bottles closer. I'm pretty sure she's sobered up, I think.
by now, yes.
Okay,
it-
so
yeah.
we're not gonna put Born in school
What do I need school for anyway?
to know things.
Like,
Well, to learn how to do things, to train yourself for things.
like what?
Okay, well, when I was little, I got sent to school to be a Jinn servant. So I learned all the ins and outs of doing that. Now,
And
not that-
I look over and go, can you do this? And just lift a cup up off the table from across the room and throw it at her.
Hold on, I don't know if I can or not. What do I
now,
have?
you see, Bjorn, what you just did? If
No.
the cup would have hit her and then you would have hit Basri with it, That's the same analogy as two birds with one stone.
Well, that's what I figured, but I didn't know how you wanted to put it.
But
You
this
talk all
bird,
goofy sometimes.
but this bird hits back. So don't throw any cups at me.
By the way, Kale, I figured you'd need that for that bottle of wine instead of just drinking out of it. It looks a little suspicious, just pouring a bottle of wine down your throat.
She's just got wine stained lips. Like the little kids, they've got the Kool-Aid mustache.
Oh my gosh.
There's
Well,
like
how-
dribbles going down.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh,
Well, let's
my bottle,
rest.
thank
I think
you.
we should rest. It's only like the middle of the day, right?
It's the middle of the afternoon.
But we kind of
Well,
got our asses
we
kicked.
had some downtime we didn't get to take from
Oh,
last
yeah.
session.
This is true.
Can we like the rest of the day be our downtime activities while we work with these guys on some stuff?
One thing. Before that, Duton, did you do your 2 downtimes?
I did one. I didn't do the other one yet. I wanted to make sure you was good with it. But the first roll that I did
You get one. Yeah,
was I was able to complete a Aerith stuff.
Oh, you did? I can reveal it. Okay, sweet. Hold on.
He's been
I like
ready.
how Aaron's not here.
Not here getting the reveal of something.
The senator, like, hey, I know you're having a
By the
blast,
way,
but you can see now. You can see clearly now. So while I pull
The
this
sun
up,
is gone.
Does she
What
have
else
the
are you
cool
trying to work on?
Alucard glasses?
oh no, if I can remember, I forget what it is. I think either it's glasses or it's an eye patch.
It was a goggles, I believe.
Yeah, I thought it was goggles.
Oh, Lanta. It might, well, you
I
can
think
flavor how you
I
want to
named them and
flavor them.
everything. I think I put it on my sheet.
So
Oh,
they're
you-
like welding goggles, basically.
Oh my god, it's like, hey, these are. Hey, she got those
No,
cool like
no,
she's
it's
in
not the
military.
goggles. It's the full hood.
Yeah.
Oh my,
She
Lanta,
just lifts it up.
just darkness, permanent darkness. Oh my guys, I can see now. I can see. I pull this up here. So what are you working on after that?
I
Dude?
called them the goggles of eclipse.
Ooh.
It's an official name for it. You can definitely call it that. That's cool. Let me. Okay, so hey, because it's 2 different versions of that. It's the eye patch, the official one, because but it's also the one that I got the Vault of Magic for Kobo Press, and they have something like that too. So I'm trying to figure out which one's better to give to you. But yeah. So what are you working on after that, Duton?
You call it Aerith the dog?
I don't think if I was.
The dog is cute. Why you
Didn't
hating?
say
on
it
the
wasn't cute.
Dude, Eric's gonna come and just fucking wind fist everybody. Like, okay, I'm back now. Wind fist. I gotta go.
Oh, the carapace armor. That was the next thing.
What was that gonna be made out of?
Those carapaces that we fought some creatures before we came here, and we
Yeah, what the hell did we definitely harvested them? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I
they
forget
were.
what. it was the
those
Tuscully, wasn't it?
those insect
Yeah, it was the
looking.
Tuscully.
That was
Scully.
the Scully,
That
Yeah.
big
Yeah,
9-10
yeah,
to Scully fight.
yeah, right.
where we also got our
Um,
asses kicked.
Okay, so to fully actually make items out of Tuscully's parts, you got to be proficient in Tuscully Churgeon. The fuck is the word called? It's like the Chagurgeon. It's like CH.
Duckin?
No, it's like surgeon, but it's like a specific kind of surgeon, like Churgeon or something like that. What is it? It's like, but yeah. So you gotta be proficient in Tuscully tools to actually make stuff out of their armor. With other stuff, it'd be fine, like other carapaces, but specifically with Tuscully parts, you need to be proficient.
Okay.
They are
'Cause You
very
gave
specific.
me a quantity of I needed 250 to make it, so that's why I just want to make sure we still.
Yes, that's the quantity, but you don't have the tools to be able to actually.
Okay, well I'm
Do
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna take that off then. I don't need that.
I found the word you're saying. It is chirurgeon, which is an archaic
Yes.
version of just surgeon. It's literally just an old English surgeon.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is it called? I was literally losing my mind, dude. I was like, where the fuck is it called?
Yeah, I googled it.
Probably
and then,
literally pronounced surgeon.
Oh,
no,
lady.
that I even clicked the pronunciation guide.
All right.
There's a goblin Kyurden. This guy is sick.
All right. So what is everybody else doing? Okay. So hold on. So D10. So if you don't do that now, what else are you trying to make?
I'll probably try to make some improvements to like maybe my gun or something
Betsy?
of that nature.
Oh,
Betsy
okay,
already
so you
had an upgrade here recently, so I would probably try to work on something on myself.
All right. So you're trying to improve your gun. Okay. It'll be standard, just like Betsy. You want to improve your gun? Add a new feature to it. It's 200. So you can use either smithing or tinker's tools. Both work because it's just the same. Just a flavor how you want to do it. Wow, I really. Wow, this is my mind here. I think it. Oh, no, not the bracelet. No, not the cloak. No. Yo, there's a lot of fucking items. Holy. No, 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 no. What'd you get?
What did I get? Oh, 18.
18.
All right, add it to there. Okay, so you're doing that. Kayla, we're gonna do your thing, and then, but what are you doing with your downtime? Do you have any specific thing you want to work on?
She'll probably try to get some more work on that next healing potion.
Absolutely. Because because you're in the city, and do you ask anybody to help you? You feel as if you ask somebody to help you that's proficient, maybe like Finetta.
No,
fuck that
she's
up.
gonna do it by herself. She doesn't trust
Yeah.
anybody yet.
She said, "I don't trust you. You might try to kill me." Fair enough. Give me your herbalism kit.
Okay.
Check. Where'd you go?
While I'm waiting for a certain
Roll
site.
20 being roll 20.
Yeah.
Roll 20 is being great as usual.
Roll 20 years.
Oh look, we're twinsies.
Hey,
Exactly, too, even on the back roll.
Wow. Oh well, that's holy. Hey, good stuff. So, with an 18, I think you needed to get to 50, right? Or was it 25?
That will put me at 47. So I'm just
Yes.
shy of 50. It's almost done.
Don't you have guidance?
I do have guidance.
Did you want to guide yourself?
Sure, I'll guide myself.
That might help. You might need
As
it.
the great Lord in the sky echoes through your head, guide yourself.
Dumbass.
You
Guide
might
yourself.
you might want to guide yourself here,
Oh,
champ.
nice.
Well,
Woo!
you
That's what you
completed
needed.
a healing pot, and you start over from 0 to 50, and yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
thank
I
you.
gotta get more supplies now.
Yeah, you feel as if Ferretta or just obviously in the city you can definitely buy some or find some as well. Okay, so we do that. We'll go over to Bjorn. What are you doing with your downtime, or what would you like to do with your downtime?
I would like to study this crystal. Pull the crystal out of my pocket and start focusing into it and rotating it around and seeing if I can figure anything else out about it.
Okay. With the so they're all called goggles. Okay, I figured that out. Fucking A. Okay, so no, you don't understand. Trying to find this has been like ridiculous. So with that's weird. Give me a sonic check. So give me an intelligence check.
Just an intelligence check.
Yep. You add your expertise. So add 4 to that, whatever you roll.
Okay. 19.
19. Where are you doing this at? Are you doing this in a room or just by yourself or?
I would probably have gone just kind of sat down in a corner or seen if there was they had talked about having a bedroom available, like a room available. So I kind of just went and sat down because he's bleeding still profusely, so he's not looking that great. So
I'm such an idiot. Guess what it's called? Just guess what the glasses are called. Just guess.
Goggles of night.
That already exists. Goggles of shade.
For that. Shadowfell.
Do they look like just a pair of Oakleys?
Assassin did like a pair of Oakleys.
Mm-mm.
So she looks like a.
I made them like super gaudy. So they're like really big,
Ooh.
like big gold frames.
So like
She's Elton
grandma
John.
glasses.
They're like
Yeah.
wrap around.
She's Elton
Big,
John.
big band, so they're kind of like you
Literally.
can't like put them
Does
on
she
like
play
glasses.
basketball?
You like slide them over your head like a crown. So it's a band that goes all the way around and that's invisible.
Is that a circlet or like
Nice,
glass?
just trolling
What
us.
is that? He's
He's
trolling,
going to
bro.
come back and kill you.
That's a fucking. Hey guys, okay.
Did you add it? Did you add in the little ear pod drop so she can listen to music through those things
I was
too with
about
how
to
big
say,
they are? Like
are you trying to get some fucking Bluetooth in there, dude?
No,
Damn,
They got their
they're
own
the straight up
Wi-Fi.
the Urkel glasses with the little band so they don't fall off.
like these.
Duton's
like-
initials is on the back of them. So.
It's like just air.
please tell me there's the magnet right here, so when she does take it off, she can just pull it apart.
Oh my god, dude! Air is gonna be. I'm never wearing these.
So
She's
I'll
gonna
stay
wear 'em.
blind.
For you guys, you
What?
can all die.
It's like, all right, I'll either make these pretty or not wear these shits. Well, fair enough. So yeah, so you made these goggles of shade out to Lara before, so she can actually see in the darkness and in sunlight.
Duton wasn't sure, so he made the lenses like really big. It's almost like fly eyes.
Mm. So that's funny because while you have these glasses on, you have advantage on deception checks. So they just make you lie better. So you just look deceptive. So this is like so I guess she just looks suspicious or less suspicious.
You're not a human.
It's like, am I?
Biz, biz, biz.
All right. So you have that. So let me actually go back to Bjorn because I think I have a brain fart there. So while you're focusing on this crystal here in this back room or this room, you definitely get a room, of course. I assume you say I need some privacy or a moment. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm trying to set the scene here. Get a moment to yourself. Hey, let's got the lights, the candles, the Barry White playing. And
Hey, he's pulling out rags. That's all I know. With
okay, we're not gonna go through the whole thing. So you're kind of focusing on this crystal here. What kind of pose are you? Are you just sitting down? Are you doing like a lotus pose, or are you just holding your hand?
I think he would be sitting like with his his knees up, kind of with his elbows on his knees and using the telepathy to have it lifted just kind of right up in front of his face.
Just like this.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, hands flat, so that way if he needs to have it drop, it'll drop into his hand. But yeah, so I think like that, like with his elbows on his knees, with his hands like this.
Oh, I know. I got it. All right. So in this pose with this crystal, roll me an intelligence saving throw.
18.
And 18. You feel that your mind begin to be pulled into this crystal, but you do resist the effects, and you feel as if you quickly begin to enter this mind space. As you enter this kind of space in your mind, you kind of feel like your brain is kind of, or your mind is kind of just making room for this space to be in your, I guess, ethos of mental energy. You feel this almost like soft moisture around you, and all you can see around you is fog. And the fog isn't like gray, it's a deep purple fog. It's really cold to the touch. That's all you can see. And you're standing.
So like his background, like he's literally.
I know. I was like,
Literally, like what
oh.
is behind me right now.
But like much more thick, it's heavily obscured, so it's really thick.
Yeah.
You can't see like maybe you can't see it past like 3 feet in front of your face.
So like if it's and I'm standing, so then I would open my eyes and that's what I see is the fog.
Mm-hmm. And it's definitely like around you, and you can feel like the cold moisture from this fog as you're kind of sitting there.
Okay. Does it feel thick enough like you could actually touch? Like if I were to reach my hand out and try to grab the fog, does it just disperse? Like you can touch it, or is it?
Do you attempt to do that?
Yeah.
Give me another intelligence check. This is going to be your psionic check. And you attempt to do so.
So add the 4 to this.
Yes, sir.
That's probably good. That's a 16.
16. You try and manipulate this fog, and you feel it starts to condense. But as you do so, you feel as if you start to begin to lose concentration, and your mind begins to you feel your mental energies begin to reverberate. Do you continue to try to hold on to this fog as well?
Yeah, actually, I think like feeling that to try to like focus in on his psionics, he would try to as a way to help him see what's around him a little bit, he'd actually do his thaumaturgy. Because with the psionics, he would do that and let the mental energy sort of just shoot out around him in that 5-foot radius.
As you attempt to cast thaumaturgy, it fails.
Just nothing happens. Like I go to do it and it's just nothing.
As you do the motions of, or no motion, as you use your mental power to try to simulate its effect, the effect does not happen. You hear?
Can I try attempt to just start like walking forward?
So you're walking forward. So
like, if I can get an idea of maybe a spot where the fog is deepest, I would try to walk to it.
You can't
where the
see
fog is
3 feet in front of your face. So you're like, all you can see is 3 feet in front of your face in this thick fog.
All the way around me. Like there's not a place that feels like it's thinning, like I'm getting pulled out or anything. It's just all around me.
Correct. It's really deep, thick fog surrounding you. And currently speaking, I remember correctly, you're still holding on to it. You still were attempting to hold on to this fog. Are you still doing that? Or are you really
I'm gonna attempt to hold on and start to try to walk forward.
Give me another intelligence check.
Check or save?
Check.
Okay. If it's just the intelligence check, it's a 10. If it's with psionics, it's 14.
With a 14, you feel the fog slip away from you, and the fog goes from 3 feet around you to 2 feet around you as you're in this deep, thick fog.
So it's getting closer.
It got closer.
Yeah.
But it has not moved closer after it got within 2 feet of you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna keep trying to hold on. He wants to try to push his way through, see if he can push this fog back somehow to see what's inside this thing.
Give me another psionics check. You have advantage on this one.
24.
As you begin to familiarize yourself with this energy and this fog, you get a firm grasp of it, and you feel as if you can manipulate a 5-foot block of fog in any direction in front of you. So, like, you can clear a chunk of space about 5 feet wide, 5 foot tall of fog around you.
Okay. So then, what I'd like to do as I can start to manipulate that what I would like to actually try to do is clear a 5-foot space just in front of me, and then cast a telekinetic force to see if I can push some more of that fog back even further behind it.
Roll me a con save as you attempt to cast telekinetic force.
Constitution save 11.
You feel blood begin to leak from your ears and your nose as you begin to cast the spell. The spell fails.
Okay. I think at that point he would probably try to lose grip with the crystal, try to pull his way out.
I mean, intelligence save with advantage.
Okay.
Thing with that advantage.
Yeah, 21 or 24 with the
holy-
psionics.
Yeah. You feel you kind of focus on your energy and kind of move yourself out of this space. Have you seen Get Out? So you know when like he's falling through the thing, like the inner
Yeah.
space kind of thing. It's like that. So you just kind of go, "Zoom," and as you do that, you kind of fall through, like kind of fall, and then somehow you fall through the ceiling, like
Mhm.
mentally, and then you land back in your body, and you take 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay. As that hits, as the psychic damage hits, he'll hit it. He hits his back because that hurt. Start kind of rubbing his head. And then, given how much that hurt, he will attempt to cast Cure Wounds on himself and see if it works after all of the walking around inside that mentally walking around inside that crystal.
Okay. It succeeds.
Okay.
To normal.
So he'll get 8 back.
That's your D12.
Oh yeah, you are right. Forgot about the.
Yeah, that charm of ice is coming in clutch.
No kidding.
All right.
13. Cool.
Cool. We'll go over next to bothers. This happens. Circle back. Anything else you wanted to have, Bjorn?
No, I'm assuming that whole process probably took quite a while for all of that to play out, because it would be a long time of focusing in on that. And I think when he's in there, he would have been thinking through some of those processes. It wouldn't have just been instantaneous.
No, actually, to be honest, I'll get to that in a moment. So I'm not forgetting about that. I'll get to that. Boss, what are you doing with your downtime?
So I have a couple things, but I guess I should finish the enchanting training that I started a long time ago and just never got around to. I've got 7 out of 10. So I think just continue reading through whatever wealth of knowledge or practicing the enchantment stuff that he was working on.
Did you ask anybody for help, or do you just try to do it yourself?
So knowing that Minri, she's the resident arcane master, I think you would just ask her, are you familiar with the art of enchantment? And not magic, but imbuing magical items. And if so, do you have any books or anything that you can help me with? I'm trying to understand its secrets.
He says, I am a novice in enchanting, but I am proficient in it. I have a couple of books on my shelf that may be able to help you. Though I do not borrow these, you must buy these books. But they're quite rare and quite expensive.
Okay. What's your asking price?
He said, the books on Enchanting 101 and Intermediate Enchanting, these books are 100 gold piece a piece. One will speed up your ability to learn enchanting. The other one will increase your ability to enchant. I just don't have enough time to fully become intermediate level in enchanting, as it takes far too long. And I'm very busy with other tasks.
Understood. Boss will reach into the bag of holding and reveal a handful of jewels that he'll pluck 200 gold pieces worth for her.
She would ask for a pearl. She would ask for 2 pearls.
Assuming I can find it in there, then
yes, you can find 2 pearls. Yes, she specifically asked for 2 pearls worth about 200 gold pieces. About 100 gold pieces.
A couple of pearls for her.
He says, "These will be very handy in my experiments. Thank you." And she hands you the book of, and then your inventory. Write down Enchanting 101 and Intermediate Enchanting.
101.
So if you want to use your downtime to to learn enchanting. On your intelligence check, the enchanting 101 gives you a +10 to the roll.
Oh, hot damn. All right.
Just to learn how to do it, not to change, just to learn how to
Yeah,
actually
I mean,
do it.
I haven't even learned quite yet. What do I roll for?
Intelligence, just raw intelligence. You just get a +10 to this. All right, so that is 1 right there. So you're now at 8.
Okay.
And you guys anything else you want to do? You want to talk to somebody like that specifically, or anything you wanted to bring up? Or that was it for you?
I mean, I don't know what kind of arcane. It's like handing her the pearls. Are you a wizard by chance? I know you dabble in the arcane.
Because I am no formal training in wizardry. My magic is innate to me. I am what they call a sorcerer.
I know of your kind. I am schooled in magics, and I was curious if you had any spells written down that I may learn. But being a sorceress, I imagine you haven't studied that particular art.
I have not, but I do have scrolls, of course. I use them.
What scrolls do you have?
He says, I have scrolls of all walks of life and all schools, from divine, primal, well, no, not schools, but all types of magic, from divine, arcane, primal, to schools, from enchanting to transmutation. What exactly are you looking for?
Let me check something.
He's like, all right. He's like, dun, 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 like loading. He's like,
Yeah, the dialogue box stays there.
he's like, hold on, how much gold do I have? Fuck.
So my son and I, we have a deep bond recently. Something unlocked. This is unheard of, but I'm looking for abilities that I can imbue on myself, and it seems to be shared. I've heard and I've seen the masters of my clan use something called mirror image. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but
I am. You cast mirror image. I have that. I have a variety of spells. So you said, and do you explain to her the you and Nadi situation?
Yeah, he
you being able to-
would. Yeah, that it seems to be things that I can imbue myself with and maintain concentration, boons, enchantment spells, things of that nature. Though my specialty is evocation, specifically fire. You know, any fire spells, of course.
She would look at you and she says, I do have some spells that you might enjoy here. Let's see, hold on, check my notes here. To the wizard spell list. There we go. The deep magic ones too. I have 2 different lists up here. She says I have a couple of things here. I have. I have icicle daggers. It's not really fire, but it's quite useful. I also have also have. Let's see here. Ooh. She's a variety of things here. She has that. She has. Just checking this note here. Cloak of Fiendish Malice. She has. Holy. Actually, no, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. I'll do some quick math because it's not. I don't know how it works. She says, yeah, I have a couple of things here. Specifically as far as fire, not too much. Have you heard of time step?
No, I'm an elementalist. I have heard of time magic, but it is something that I'm not familiar with. So, like any good wizard, of course, I'd like to learn.
Also, this thing called Thunderous Stampede as well, and Thunderous Charge might be useful to you.
Interesting.
And he said,
"What does that do?"
She tells you she pastes Thunderous Stampede, yeah, Thunderous Stampede into the search bar, so I can give you the full description, so I know how to make sure this works.
Oh my god!
Thunderous Charge allows you to roar a battle cry, move up 10 feet, and make a melee weapon attack. Choose either plus 5 to the damage or shove 10 feet. Because it is yourself, it does indeed work with Najee.
That seems extremely useful. And it's a bonus action? Okay. Yes.
She says I can certainly give that to you. It would just be 100 gold pieces.
It is yours. And I'll pull that off my person. I got some monies.
Get some monies. And she'd hand you this roll Thunderous Charge. And she would say, if you're ever in the need of making money or helping me out to get procure certain goods, I can assure you that I have work for you, of course. Not really as dangerous as tracking down a cult leader, but I have a couple of things in mind if you can help me scratch my back to scratch your back. If you're interested.
I'm always interested. You'll have to tell me. I guess in the downtime, I'm going to copy that. I also have a scroll of chromatic orb I didn't realize I had on me. I'm going to learn that too.
Yeah, fire. Why not? Ignite. It'll give you a range option at least. Besides outside of a ranged level 1 fire option outside of burning hands. Yeah, so you can, and she would tell you that. He says, personally speaking, I don't like the dragons. I think they're brutish, and I think they're annoying. I think they stop trade, and that's bad for business. Even though we're Assassin Guild, I need certain goods from certain places that are very hard to get with a flying dragon. They're reflighting on those that, let's just say, do not pay their toll. So, there is a portal near the city that has been inactive. I would try to go there myself, but I am busy with guild duties. If you do have some free time while you try to enamor yourself with the guild, if you could find this red portal and activate it, that could be quite useful to me.
You said it was a red portal outside of the city?
Correct. To the north. So there's roughly, let's say, 10 miles outside of the city, roughly, in the northeast direction. Only a person that studied the arcane like yourself will be able to open it. I also studied the arcane. I just don't have enough time to do so myself with guild duties. If you're interested, I'll pay you I'll pay you a small fee of, let's say, 250 gold pieces, and I will give you a 3rd level troll if you complete this task with proof.
In this portal, I know portals well. My people of the Ramag are specialists in it. Portals are gateways somewhere. I just need to know exactly what I'm opening and what dangers I should expect.
She would tell you that it is a portal to Per Anu. Let me make sure I'm saying that right. Yeah. Hold on. Here. No. Yes, Per Anu, yes. Yes.
I will keep that in mind. I will go wherever the team goes, but I'm sure we can do this for you.
And quite honestly, you might enjoy Perennium as a wizard. Wizards are the almost the patron saints of Perennium. Magic is much freer there than anywhere else. Have you heard of it? Or have you been there? I mean, have you been there? You probably heard. Yes.
No.
Give me a history check at advantage. This is pretty. It's pretty. It's not a huge city, but it's big enough.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that history.
With a 20, what you would know that Perennium sits on a sheltered hollow in the Menumes Hills, in the northeast part of Northern Natal. It's a compact settlement with large buildings and temples of sandstone separated by small plazas. It's famous for its red pillars that hold up the Royal Embalmer's Hall and the many pillared palace. The red market is also lined with similar crimson pillars. Wizards, any kind of casters are welcomed with open arms in Perbaset, as it's very loose with its magical laws, and you also can find rare components to spells here much easier than anywhere else.
Sounds like a fun place.
But keep in mind that they do have a portal to the plane of undeath in the city. It's quite dangerous, to the point where even Isis and her clergy itself left for having such proximity to this very dangerous plane.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, he'll say his thanks and get back to scribing scrolls.
All right. Fair enough. And last call for everybody. Is anybody doing anything with their downtime before we go over to the before I go over to Kayala and Zena.
I do.
No,
You're right.
Zena,
I have zoos in the zoos on
Zena.
In Zanzibar.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
about to make Zinga Zoom.
Kayala knows them as Botrin, so maybe we should go with that.
That's not a but
maybe
it's not his real name though. If you feel that if you called him Barton, it'd be insulting. So everybody else can call him Barton, but if you called him to his face, he would be insulted. You being a Djinn, you would know that, especially when a Djinn reveals.
Just call him Nif and be good.
Cracked knuckles, lighting appears. What is my? Just because the DM can't say the name doesn't mean that he can't say. The
Pretty sure
like,
that's the rule.
It's like if I can't say the name, I'm sorry, but he feels a little.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Not as I do. I can't say the name. I'm trying. So, the best doing anything before we go over to Kayala with her downtime? Just want to give you the access to do that. Make sure everybody has their thing they want to do, and just make sure everybody needs their downtime. Also, as well, you get another roll as well, Duton, but it's going to be another day. So you also get another roll. So roll whatever you like. Roll whatever you're doing for your project.
I'm just working on my gun.
All right, gun. Do you ask anybody for help, or do you just do it yourself? I didn't actually.
Oh no, I'm doing it.
I thought so too. I just wanted to give you the opportunity. 33. Big roll. Big roll.
No
way. All right. There you go.
Boy.
All right, 19. All right. So we go over to Kayala. Now, do you remember where you're supposed to be meeting him at?
No.
Or did he say that he'd meet you or find you?
Because I asked specifically last time about this.
And what did he say?
He didn't say. You told me it had something to do with the business card, so she's gonna read the business card.
I'm about to say, okay. Okay, so you look at this card, like I said, it definitely has Bartrand, wears, but you definitely feel as if knowing his real name or knowing the name he told you, the card does change. The card itself goes from a really plain, papyrus. Papyrus? Is it papyrus? Okay,
Yeah.
Papyrus.
Yeah.
Papyrus card to a card made of almost like clear water, like solid, not ice, but like clear, like flexible, malleable water.
It's like a
Um,
jellyfish.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's a really good. You're gonna go there for that because I could have thought of that's way better than my explanation. It's like, yeah, I'm looking for like, oh, what is it? A jellyfish. All right, so you get like this strange feeling of like a jellyfish in your hands, and as you hold it, I guess like examine it. Give me an Arcana check or an investigation, your choice. The card. Look at
Yes.
his card.
Beautiful embossed lettering. Is that eggshell?
He was moist as fuck, dude.
I'm gonna
I need
guide
to read that
myself.
book.
Yeah, I heard the book is way better than the movie.
What?
007.
Your first try is a swing and a miss.
It was a whole one.
It was bad. It was
one
bad.
minus one, then plus one.
It was like, hey guys,
A
I got
gelatinous
it. Like,
card.
yeah, I gotta
Like, I
open your
can't-
eyes.
How do you read this? It's
Do you ask anybody else? Or do you say,
Yeah,
no, fuck
yeah,
that? Oh, you
um,
do? Oh, okay. Who do you ask?
who was it? Hang on. Get my list going. Is Ree still in here?
Yeah, at this point, yeah, it's early in the morning. Let's say you're, yeah, not early in, no, it's afternoon. Yeah,
All right, she'll roll over to her and be like, hey, I'm not okay, I've had a lot of wine. Could you read this for me? Like, tell me what this says.
She said it says Bartrands.
Okay, but like, I'm supposed to have a meeting with someone and he gave me this card. So, I mean,
Who was it? Or like what was it? Like it looks like a normal business card.
okay, well, I don't know. I was just supposed to have a meeting with him. Like,
She looked at you, she says, okay, well, you're having a meeting with Bartrands, I guess.
okay, but like,
Weird.
is there a way with this card I can like let him know I'm ready for said meeting?
She cast detect magic. Well, it's magical. Wow, this thing is magical cards. It seems kind of a waste, but all right. And then she cast identify.
Yes.
She says the only way that you can possibly interact with this is by essentially taking a drop of blood and pressing it into the card, so you know that it's been activated. This, I believe that the card itself should turn blood red when you do so. I'm about 75% sure.
It'll have to be my blood.
Aren't you trying to go summon or top this? It was not gonna be mine. I don't want to see
Why?
yours.
No. How do you know? You've never met him. You might have business with him. This could be a interesting venture for you.
She looks and says, it could be, but it won't be. She hands you the card back. She says, I don't dabble with strange creatures and strange magical cards. Not on Tuesdays. on Tuesdays.
Good thing it's Friday. So y'all will go upstairs to. Is this guild hall laid out like the
like the map?
The other guild hall.
No, this
other,
one.
okay.
This one is one floor and it's much smaller.
Okay, well then she will just go find an empty room.
You definitely do.
She will prick her finger and put it on the, like pinch the card between her fingers.
All right.
And just kind of wait.
As you pinch it and hold in your hands, you're like, okay. You see the blood quickly spreads around the card, and then the card has a strange symbol on it. And roll me a history check at advantage with like a +5. This one, if you fail this one, I'd be actually impressed, honestly.
Guidance, because I don't trust me.
All right, with a 14,
Oh my god.
you know that this, similar, you know that certain each elemental djinn or genies of different elements have specific styles of symbols, like the fire, like the Ifrit princes symbols or their mark or this they have a similar style to them. The style of this almost marking looks like it's definitely an Aquan prince, or I'm not sure what the water. I guess it would be the Merid princess, I guess. So looking at that, it glows softly for a second, and it then turns back into a card.
She'll wait and see if anybody shows up.
The card gets really warm, really fast, like hot.
Is it like hurting her?
Yes, it's very hot, like steam hot.
Cool. She will actually, as soon as it starts warming up, she will cast Iron Hand. Well, so she
Ooh.
doesn't have to let go of it.
Mm-hmm. As you cast Iron Hand, you feel the card begin to quickly expand. And it's getting really heavy.
Is it changing shapes or it's just like elongating?
It's the same shape. It is just growing massive. So it's still the same rectangle size, but it's just getting really big.
Basically making her a comforter.
Yeah, she's like, oh, hey, cool. I got like a bed. As it keeps growing and gets heavier, she'll set it down on the ground, but she's still going to keep touching it.
As you kind of set it down, it quickly it doesn't like set the house on fire because it's like steam, but it does kind of not explode. Just what I'm looking for with like wet wood. It gets really
swells.
Yes. The wood kind of swell. The wood around your room begins to swell, and you see through this card is a other side of a different. You see through this portal is a beach. You see like palm trees and you see kind of a Zigzag sitting there and like in front of like a picnic table or like a like a table. He has drinks and a umbrella like thing protecting him. It looks quite nice.
She's gonna try to step through into this beach scene.
You do. As you step through, it closes. And you see a card slowly begins to fall down.
Okay, she will try to grab it before it hits.
Yes, you do grab it. You do grab
Tuck it
in. There's a card. I might need this.
It's like, maybe.
And you grab the card and you see Zizong Zif says, "Welcome. This is your first time on the plane of water?"
Yeah. Actually, this one's new.
He says, well, I should probably I'm not sure. I dislike these human disguises." And you see he goes like, "Do you know Bubble Bash from SpongeBob?"
Yes.
The fat dude. That's what he starts to sound like as he kind of blows up and turns like a Merid. He's like like that, and full of water, and he kind of sits there, and The very attractive looking Jinbor looking dude looks like a massively obese elemental creature with half of his lower body being pure water. As he's sitting there, this chair kind of expanded to kind of fit his size. He went from maybe like 200 to like he's every bit of like 700-800 pounds. He's a big boy.
That's a neat trick.
Oh, you must know. We must hide ourselves from the humans. At Earth, they have us granting all kinds of wishes, and nobody wants that.
Well,
So nobody.
I mean, I tend to be a little more liberal with the wishes, but I definitely understand.
With the wishes, he asks you.
Well,
You can grant wishes.
I can't. I just have the means to let other people do it.
Oh, you have. I'm confused. Are you a prince? A princess?
Not to my knowledge, but I do have my fancy dancy lamp. And,
lamp?
Yeah, got a lamp. Sometimes I let people rub it. I shouldn't. I know, but
And who do you serve?
well, that's a little tricky because technically, previously I served Zabawa.
Zabawa.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. Interesting.
You tend to serve myself. And then I recently discovered this lamp, which took me to the city of brass. Well, I didn't go. I wasn't quite ready to go there, but I did see it.
Mm.
And ever since then, I've kind of been using the lamp periodically for my own games. But I feel like it's acceptable because, the Ifrits and the City of Brass tend to be okay with that little bit of selfishness. So
You
kinda
serve
works.
Ifrit. He spits basically like you would expect it to be like a Louis, but he basically spits like a massive gallon of water into the water out the field.
Like, "Oof, I think you dropped your cheek. Sorry.
It's like no,
I don't
Ifrit.
necessarily serve him or them. I just associate with them. Honestly, everything is for my own personal gain, if I'm being completely honest.
He looks at you and he says, "It looks like you are serving everything but name." As he looks at the lamp, and he says, "May I see the lamp?"
Why?
He says, "Because I," and he kind of and says, "Well, I want to see the lamp. Can I see the lamp?"
Okay, but
He's every bit of like
don't open it.
9 feet tall. He's a big dude.
Okay, but
big.
don't open this.
Sure.
I highly recommend you do not look inside. And she'll,
Okay.
like
And she
hold it up like, okay, well, this is it. It's a lamp.
He takes the lamp, and you see that as he begins to take it, it begins to burn. Psst, it turns red hot in his hands. He says, it's really well enchanted. And it's burning. You can see it like it looks like he's burning. His hand is burning. As it goes from like red hot to white hot to like blue hot. It's blue. And you see that it is being really, really burned. And you see that Kayala, like underneath like your clothes or whatever, like this, like there's a really glowing mark like right here. Like it is glowing. It's really warm.
On me?
Like, yes.
Damn it, not another mark. She's like gonna do an inventory of the marks she has right now.
And he said, "You're indeed a servant, whether you want to think so or not. You serve Masad." And
Cool.
he throws you back the lamp, It is blue, burning blue.
Yeah, she's gonna recast Iron Hand to catch it.
Okay, as you recast it, this fire is so hot it burns through your resistance. It is extremely hot. This is probably the hottest thing you've probably ever felt in your life.
Oh, God.
You take 5 points of fire damage, as you feel as if you were not resistant to this fire damage, that it would have possibly burned your hand off, like plasma.
Great.
But you were resistant. So fair enough. You just get some mild burn in your hand, and he says, "Well, it's always good to meet other creatures like us, but I'm not sure how you can serve me when you serve another. I do not know this Masad, but he is a prince, and I also serve a prince as well. What interest does he have in you? You seem to be a Jinn, Jinnborn. You don't look any special to me."
I don't know.
Hmm.
I guess he just liked my tenacity.
He looks at you and he
Or
says,
something that starts with the first same letters.
Tenacity.
Kayla like turns and like
Lady.
twerks.
Heed the music. Ba-da-da-da.
And he's like, see, he enjoyed my skilled performances. He just twerks on the beach. It's like he's like, I can see you're very skilled in dancing. But he does say to you, Kale, after he gets you just randomly twerk City Girl style. He just looked at you and he says, what offer is he? Said, what did you get for your servitude? Did you perhaps were you forced involuntarily, or was it some other kind of trade?
You know, that's a great question. I really don't know what the terms of our bond is. I was actually going to ask you if you knew how that works. I mean, not necessarily with Masad or anything, but like for you, like, do you get stuff?
With my slaves?
Yeah, like how does that bond work? Just so I can set some standards.
He says, typically speaking, they're either involuntarily sold against their will, which means I captured him and I bound their soul to me, similar to a magic jar, or he says there is a task that is required of me in exchange for servitude, preferably eternal. But I do accept increments of 100 to 200 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was voluntold I had to do it. I think I kind of volunteered. Pretty sure I volunteered.
You do what exactly? He looks at you.
Well, if I'm being completely honest, I sort of threw myself at him and told him he needed another wife. So that's what I did.
So you're the wife of a prince. What number are you?
I don't know, probably like 10 or something.
Ooh, that's pretty high. Question.
I really need to find that answer out.
That's pretty high, he says. And he says, may I see your hand?
Which one?
He says your left hand.
Yeah, she'll stick it out.
As you see that, as he touches you, you see that his hands are really, really, really cold. Not like hurting cold, but very cold and like clammy. Like imagine like the texture of like a mussel or clam, like slimy kind of. It's really gross.
Really gross.
But that's he's like, that's nice. And you see that it touches your hand, like his hand kind of reads some symbols, and you see that on your hand is the number 3, but it seems the number is locked in chains on your hand as well, which is another mark that you've never seen before.
Like, son of a bitch.
Masad is a quite clever man. He seems as if he's hiding these basically slave marks on you quite well. I'm quite impressed.
I'm impressed too. I mean,
You serve a good master. You should treat him well.
What does this mean? We got like what, 3 years servitude?
No, it means that you're his third wife potentially. It seems as if the contract wasn't fulfilled or it wasn't named properly, as the number is circled in chains. Interesting.
Great. I really need to have a discussion here.
That's fine and dandy. You seem like you must be worth something. He said, what skills do you have? He looked at you.
Well, I'm pretty persuasive. I'm really good at talking myself into stuff and pretty decent at talking myself or talking my way out of those things I talk myself into because I usually screw it up.
Well, I mean, I could use another servant or another wife as well. If Masad terms were not fair enough, I could dictate my own, and I could take on your servitude, your contract.
Well, since I don't know what the terms were with Masad, what are your terms? I've really got to work on my negotiating skills.
As you say that, the mark in your chest burns intensely. Like it is excruciating, and the lamp also burns blue.
You know what? I take that back. Masad, he's got this rough exterior and this like bad boy vibe, and maybe he's a little angry. He might throw a few things, but
yeah, red flag.
Really good looking, and he's quite wealthy.
He says, he's indeed a prince. It was a long shot, but I was quite curious. He must be very powerful. I mean, to affect you here on a different plane of existence. That must be a very powerful item. I say keep it.
Yeah,
keep it and treat it. He says, well, I don't want to anger this Ifrit any longer. And he says, and this is all like in the bubble bass voice, like, I'm not doing it because
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the big bully from SpongeBob.
Yeah, as soon as you so we're almost on break, so you can look at once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's literally you can't unsee it. It's cursed. But yes, so he looks and says, if you're ever needing help or another potential better partner, and you free yourself, and you see the mark begins to burn intensely again as he says this, please, you know where to find me. And the card, just go back to the watery look, and he says, looks as if Masad is pretty angry.
Hey,
Bubble.
Could you like throw
Bubble
me
Bass.
back?
Bubble Bass. Okay, I know who you're talking about now. I had to Google it.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes. Kale, you listening?
Thanks. Great meeting you.
He says, sure. For a price. As he looks at you.
Yes.
He said, nothing is free, of course. It was a really quite nice time in my time and all this stuff. Have hors d'oeuvres, fine food and drinks, of course. Whether you ate it or not is irrelevant. He just produced it here. Be kind of a dick. But he does say, let's see, maybe maybe be would you be interested in because he definitely thinks you're a Wenjin, but there's maybe
He thinks she's a what?
a Wenjin born. He looks maybe whenever you get done with Masad and free yourself, you can get reincarnated as a water Jin born, and so he produces these terms to you basically as he begins to figure out what he wants to try. He says, if you do free yourself from Masad, I do have a request for you to be my wife, because you seem very interesting. So you have a counter offer.
Okay, I will take that under advisement.
And the card he goes changes, and changes from a card to a lapzuli silver turquoise ring. And he says, of course, whenever you're ready. And he kicks you out of the spot. He basically says, "Okay, bye." And you see the kind of just kind of back, and the pool appeared behind you. And you kind of go through it. Boop! You are back in Nurien Hell.
Am I back in the guild hall?
Yes, you're back in the guild hall, and as the portal closes, the room is just drenched in water.
She'll go back out to the main hall. She'll just be like, fuck.
And he says, "Why are you wet?"
I had a meeting, okay? And it was on the beach.
You see Navarra puts the cup down. Okay, and with that, we will go on break time and come back with the party now. Through their downtime, and through their meetings, I assume go out and try to investigate some stuff, as we are officially on break.
Like a weird warp right here.
And we are back. Welcome, welcome to episode 14 of In the Merchant's Corner. Like, comment, share, subscribe with the people. And we are back and seen. We left off with Kayala coming back fully drenched from her time with Zig Zong Zong Zif and her other marriage proposal. She also learned as well that she is betrothed, kind of. And she's also a servant or a slave of Masad, kind of.
She's really not good at keeping track of these things.
She's like, just dude, man, she's gonna be basically just have tats of them. Like, yeah, this guy here.
Okay, so this one.
It's like this one. So we got that. Everybody did their thing. So I think all the downtime, everything is handled for the most part. What are you guys doing? I say that pretty much you guys got the full benefits of the long rest. It is now the next day. So all that stuff. And you're long rested up. And it is now bright and early. What do you guys do?
Also tell them I have a lead. I was speaking with Ree and she gave me some information about a portal north of the city. She'll pay pretty good coin, but it's a portal to Per Anu. She needed somebody to activate it. I don't know if we head out there, but I just wanted to let you guys know we got a little side quest.
Like a boat port or like a portal port?
A portal.
Oh.
A red portal.
Do we have to go through it?
No, but Puranu is a city of arcane wonders. There's a lot of interesting things there for anybody interested in that, but it is outside of the city.
Is it dangerous?
It sounds dangerous.
Good. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that I need to jump through any more portals at the moment.
What about Koros?
Is it dangerous?
They appear to be dangerous.
Probably more so dangerous than jumping through a portal, it sounds like.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't even know who this guy is.
The fact that Navarra has had this quest for a year and has almost no information and hasn't made a lot of progress should tell us that.
Yeah, I have a question about that actually.
We're separate, right? We're like
yes.
Not here.
Yeah, in the middle, like no.
Actually,
you are, but you are.
We're
not
separate from the assassins.
Yes, you're not just like, hey guys, so at brunch here, so Navarra's kind of hiding something, or Navarra's talking some shit here. You guys are far away. Yes.
Go in this back room over here. Follow me.
So Kayla would just be like, do we really want to get into like a competition to find this guy against these assassins and then the other people that are looking for him?
I actually think this crew, they're okay so far. They've treated us pretty well. I think we can make a name for the Shifting Sands, though it is different from what we originally wanted, but we may have to accept the fact that we'll never get home.
I think I'm resigned
technically
to that.
Home a little?
Well, not really. Like this is here and home is there. And
you really want to go back to a bunch of debt?
Home is wherever my son is. But
see, my family did not come with us on this excursion. Though I am apparently making new family.
I mean, well, maybe you should have wished for your family to go with us.
No more wishes. Not while I'm around.
I don't make any promises.
But
they will not be party affecting wishes. I will promise you that.
You can't promise me anything, Gail, at this point.
She's like, look.
You said that the last
time. Speak your promise. Scout's honor.
Though Koros is pretty interesting. I do like the idea of squashing a fucking upstart And but he is dangerous. The fact that the Dragon Lords or whatever the king of this place is called is having a hard time with him. But who knows?
I still think we do both.
We should do
Why
both.
can't we get some ideas on
Well, we can't do both at the same time.
Not at
Why
the
not?
same-
How?
Not how
'Cause
physics
we'd ha-
works.
Yeah, we'd have to travel
I
outside of
think-
the city.
but we have to travel through the city to see if we can find any kind of lead on Koros anyway, right? So why don't we look as we go outside to go set off the portal thingy? And we're doing both at the same time.
So, Oren, I know you haven't been with us that long, but when we set out to go to one place and do a side thing along the way, it never results in us getting to our end destination.
I think
would
that
throw
sounds
that
like a
out
you
there.
problem.
I would like to know more
No.
about this chorus, though. What do you
It
guys
was
think?
your predecessor problem, actually.
Well, whichever
Huh?
one is harder would normally yield the highest reward. So I'm in all favor of whatever is most dangerous.
Or
You
The-
okay, Duton?
Of course I'm okay. Right as rain.
Okay.
then Koros would be the most dangerous. They have the entire city going after him, and that's
Well,
a
what are
2,000
we
gold
waiting for
pieces.
already?
So let's be smart about this. Let's not jump in head first. So we know that it's a cult. We know that they operate secretly. I think
And we know they're in the pocket of a big ass dragon that flies over the city.
let's
Oh, this sounds like a great idea.
So what do we think? We should gather more information. Where should we hit first? The taverns?
More information. That's
Well,
Yeah.
didn't somebody say something about concubines being part of their spy network before at one point?
Yes. We have a dead prostitute. Maybe one of her associates. What if we acted like we're investigating her disappearance, and we took that angle? We started talking around to the different prostitutes or the concubines, trying to investigate it, and maybe we can tease out information that way.
but that
We
doesn't
act like
seem
we're trying to
dangerous
help.
at all. That seems downright dreadful.
Have you met a concubine?
Huh?
More than one?
Maybe.
And she didn't give any red flags at all to you.
No, she didn't hand me anything.
Okay, Duton. Okay.
Danger will find us, Dutan. I can assure you that. If not, maybe I'll find some action too.
Gonna give you a red
So
flag,
speaking
give you a red
of-
clap.
Bosri, you gonna do something about your face? If
Yeah.
we're gonna be talking to the prostitutes?
Also, don't forget that Aerith, Bjorn, and Deton are still red.
We have the disguise kit.
They are still very red.
I don't know how long Ree's going to take to get that alter self going.
Oh, are you wanting it just for you or for everybody?
For myself, but
What do you want to look like?
Anything that's
He's
not
the
me.
issue.
Nondescript. I mean, yeah, nondescript.
Okay,
Anybody.
so when we get close, because I think I can hold that for about an hour or so, let me know. And you got it for now.
Well, I can go invisible. Worst case scenario. I think we should just. I don't know. We
Does
need more
anyone have
information.
any dye or some ink or something of that nature?
Hand you a ink
What?
well and pen here.
Don't need the pen.
Here.
What do you mean ink for?
I'll be right back. You see, he'll dart off.
Do you do anything while you're darting off?
So when
Not
he
sure.
gets to like a place where he can kind of be isolated by himself, he starts to put this ink in his hair to start to change his appearance. of his hair to like black.
Well, black ink's pretty common, so you can yeah, your hair's black.
Well, I gave him the inkwell out of the cartography kit from Horn's backpack. So
Sounds like it's black ink to me.
This is what I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, just spray bottle, spray in that bald spot.
Yo. Yo, it look- Yo, it looks like somebody just like yeah. Can
You
you
broke
imagine,
him.
like, you put on a hat, dude, and you take the hat off, and you see a big ass black spot on the top of the hat.
It's like it's hot outside, so like streaks are
Yo.
streaking.
Belts.
Yo,
Yeah.
they just basically got some fucking spray paint and a spray paint in the back of this guy's head, dude. They flexed it on his bald spot. Yo, that is insane. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but yo, I've never seen somebody put plexi on the bald spot, bro. That's insane. Dude. That is insane.
Why is there a face on it?
Why is it so big? Like, did he have that like fucking medieval monk fucking cut, dude? Holy, he's just been bald by then, dude. Look at it. It's like only that spot.
Yeah.
Hey man, male pattern baldness
That's
is
how
the thing.
all
Don't-
gods work.
That's not a pattern, bro. That's a fucking eclipse. That's a big spot, dude.
So
Holy.
while Duton is out, he colors it black. I'm gonna cast grease a little bit, and he's gonna like
Mm.
rub his hands through there to kind of make it slick back, and then he's gonna come back.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'm all ready to go.
Is your beard black too?
Everything, yeah, all his hair is black.
Oh, nice.
Dude, John.
dude.
Dujon, come here. Let me clean you up a little bit. No, cast prestidigitation. Get it like his hands, I'm assuming, are black, and like
Yes.
just clean up, give him some nice edges. Clean up the edges.
Yeah.
That fresh, that fresh,
Fresh cut.
Yeah.
That
fresh cut.
Let me line you up real quick. Hold up.
Yo, apparently presentation also works like.
He's got a nice
That
fade.
barber
like-
out, it
It's like,
conjures
hold
the.
on, dude. It's like, go ahead and taper the sides up right quick. Get the undercut going.
Hey, looking like Rudy Giuliani. He's just running down the side of my face.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that Rudy Giuliani cut, dog. What number is that? What number is the Rudy?
Oh,
What
no.
number is the Rudy Giuliani cut, dude? Holy, dude. Yo, that shit is not available, dude. So yeah, you got the fucking district attorney to get that cut. Holy, so
Got that DA cut.
yeah. So you got the hold on. Okay, all right, we gotta even talk. All right, yeah. So, where you guys going? You guys going to the portal, going to Fenrir Corps? You guys are trying to explore the city and say, "Fuck this assassin. We're gonna do our own thing."
Well, I know that the portal is a definite. It's easy. We can go straight there. We know what we're doing. It's very linear. Koros, that's going to be a lot of
just
investigation. We're wandering. We're doing. Yeah, that's what Ree said. We just need to open it. I asked if any dangers. Puranu is a city of wizards. So
And wonder.
and wonder that, and they have a portal of the undead. So it's certainly dangerous. She downplayed it, but I don't believe her. We don't know what's on the other side of that.
Duton pull out his gun and he'll spin the chamber. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change my name too. Dutron Dangerous Velmore. He starts to spin it. Are we ready to go yet?
Click, 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 click.
Okay.
I'm okay with the portal. I have no problem.
Why don't we get the portal cleared? Get that taken care of, and then swing around on the way back and talk to those concubines.
And we
Yeah.
may be, yeah, I think you're right, because we might be able to find information on the way.
Hey, Val, kind of above table, does Dutron think that one's the most dangerous or not?
You think that all all the stuff that's been said isn't really that dangerous, honestly. It's not really, it's just like, it isn't really dangerous at all. It just sounds really routine. It doesn't sound like
So
dangerous.
none of it sounds.
I don't know.
dangerous.
Going towards a
Okay.
portal of undead sounds kind of dangerous.
It's
Well-
a portal to the city, which has a separate portal
Correct.
that they control.
So basically, you got told as well, like to activate a portal or to find information about a guy to possibly kill said guy. None of that sounds really dangerous in general. Due to
You could go out and talk to the dragon if you really want some danger.
Oh, we can do that.
No.
We
You
you
can
actually
do
do
that.
that.
No, we. Just
Have,
you.
has any one of you ever talked to a dragon before?
I can talk to a dragon.
Have you ever talked to a dragon before?
No, but I
There's
literally
no time
can
like
talk
the
to a
present.
dragon.
There's no time like the present. Who's with me? Who's with me?
Yeah, after you.
None
Go
of you.
ahead.
Where's that
Right after
cricket?
we're
Where's the
done.
cricket sounds coming off that soundboard?
Are you
Tyler?
all afraid?
Not afraid. I
Kale is
just
gonna
don't
like
see the-
start looking
the
to see if
purpose.
her marks are still present, just like okay, I got 1, 2, 3.
Well, if
You
you're
done-
scared, then I guess you're scared.
I'll accept that one.
he says, "I triple dog
I
dare
might be
you."
dumb, but I'm not an idiot.
I mean, well,
I was not born
just
yesterday.
think if no
I was
one has
born 2 weeks
ever-
ago, but I was not born yesterday.
Well, just think if
Be
no one
honest
has
with
ever
us.
talked to the dragon, how do we really know that it is as bad as what everyone is saying?
That's
You
why
just-
we're saying.
you
go
just
talk
see,
to the
like-
You know,
dragon.
Duton.
A really like devilish smile. It's like, after you.
Okay, let's go.
You got a point. You're reminding me of a old Jin saying, "Where there is smoke, there is fire." The question is, what does the fire want?
Oh, I thought it was a lightning dragon, but oh, well, we can deal with fire too.
Okay, after you, go ahead.
He did like, there's an old Jenny quote. Fuck around and find out.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Uh,
The other one is the only permanent cure for idiocracy is death. But she
Oh.
didn't think he'd like that.
Oh, she said so. I'm sorry. That's above your intelligence range.
She'll
right
save
now.
that for later.
Well, I just remembered when I came here, we was some merchants and we was doing all these things, and I was trying to be the conservative one. And now that I want to be where you guys are, now you're acting like I used to act.
You're welcome to talk to the dragon.
Well,
Go-
let's go.
yeah.
Stop being so
No,
scared.
no. He said you are
Oh,
welcome.
So you're scared too, Born.
Yes.
I didn't think you was gonna be the
Hey,
type.
dude,
You
I
can
got a
move things
lot
with your
to
mind. and You
process.
can throw knives and all kinds of things, and now you're
Not
scared.
not a 100,000-pound dragon though.
Can you move a dragon? Move
And
the dragon.
Duton, you sounding real scared. You need all of us to go with you.
I don't need you, but I figured you might want to brave yourselves up and come with me.
I'll stand by.
Well, let's go. So I was walking through the door.
Najee, bring the popcorn.
Nadi says, Dad, I brought extra and butter.
Hey, boss. How many people can you cast that invisibility on?
I think I can upcast it with level 2. Give me a second. I think only 2 people at my current level.
So you guys going to go see Ray? Hold on, I'm gonna fuck up his name. Hold
Just
on.
one person.
Are you going to see Ray? Yeah, Ray.
Railreg.
Yeah, Rail Reg or
Oh no, I
Emmerich?
think Duton was talking about going to the
The
dragon.
actual dragon, Emrith.
Dragon.
Emrith.
Dragon.
Ooh, okay.
That
well,
was what
she's-
Kale suggested.
Well, she's
was
she's
the
not that
actual
hard to
dragon.
find.
But
Dragon.
Duton was actually talking about whatever dragon is close by, so the one that's outside flying around or whatever that is.
Yeah,
Oh,
Emmerich.
well, that's Emmerich.
Yeah,
Emmerich.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Emmerich. So, as you, I assume you guys go outside and leave this guild hall here, you see that there is
No.
a.
Kayala is inside, looking out the window. I just want to make that clear. She's just sitting here.
Could you repeat that? What is it?
I said, no. Kayala is not outside. She is at the window.
Yo, man, y'all look that kid in the fucking kids in that fucking
Duton
Cat
glances
movie,
back at
you know,
Kiala.
staring out the
Kayala,
window.
he looks at you like with like disgust, like really.
Kale is back there.
He's like, hey,
like this.
got
He's
this,
like,
go.
You got this, buddy.
Yeah, that's
so
what she's doing.
yeah, Najee, you feel as if Najee's right beside him. He's eating some popcorn. He has eating some popcorn, Kayla.
Thanks.
So as Duton walks
as-
outside, he looks back. What was his name again?
Imrith, and I'm pretty sure it's a she.
The she, I think. Emmerich.
He's looking up, just trying to see if he can. Oh, Emrith!
Would you like to
yeah?
get closer? I can lift you.
You want to get
Oh,
closer to Duton?
that could definitely be helpful.
All right, I will cast levitate
Okay.
on him and just send him. What is it? So it's
500
concentration
feet.
for 10 minutes at. I can move him. What, 20 feet around, so I can move him almost 500 feet into the air
You send him
for
500 feet
half
in the
that
air?
time.
Duton, do you want to go 500 feet in the air?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be sitting on the back of Betsy as we go up. So you gotta do it to both of us.
I can't. I
just-
can only
but-
cast it
or
on
just
one person at a
Betsy-
time.
If you cast it on Betsy, he's right.
How much does Betsy weigh?
She weighs more than 500 pounds. 100%. Yeah,
If she weighs more than 500 pounds, the spell would fizzle.
Yeah, she weighs more than 500 pounds. It is a medium size, basically like a small Humvee. she's thick. So, Duton, do you still want to go up there, or do you want to?
No, only problem was on Betsy because he would be on Betsy as he's trying to ride out all regally looking for said dragon. Do I see the dragon?
Oh yeah, she's flying around the city. She's
A
massive.
word, please.
And I don't want to understate this as well too, and I will go over to a different image. You kind of get this as well. This is what she looks like.
Just so you can make sure you want to do this.
But just so you know as well, as far I didn't do. I'm just trying to trap to you. Emerith is because I think they really don't do a good job of just how big dragons are. I think in D&D. Emerith is roughly 300 feet long, flying in and out of the clouds, just and as she kind of weaves through the horn on her head, you can actually see it's almost like a beacon. It's like, or not a beacon, but like a lighthouse beacon. It is so electrically charged with energy or magic that it just permanently just instead of pulsing, is permanently like glowing like that, and it's actually quite bright, to be honest with you. Do you continue to call for Emerith?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's enough space for her to land or whatever, but yeah, he would continue to call and looking back at them like, "What are you guys scared?"
Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna have her. Okay. She's a plus 15 to this. All right.
27.
As you call her name, Duton, it's almost as if the very air you're breathing comes electrically charged. As Boss and more, you feel around you, the air, it's almost as if it just got like statically charged as Duton said her name. And you see that she was, a little bit over a different part of the city, but it seems that she's trying to turn around. What are you doing?
Yep, here she comes. Come out.
I back up, put my back to the building.
Sure,
Boss,
where are you going?
what do you do?
Oh, I'm giving Duton some space. When I kick back, you see the boots activate, and he just does like a kung fu jump back, just slowly flying through the. But I'm going to give him some space. I'm going to
Yeah.
land probably like 50 feet away.
All right, 50
Well, I'm
feet
farther
away.
than that. I'm probably a good 120 to 180. So
So you're basically sprinting.
I'm like backed up to a building. Like,
So as soon as you cast levitate, you literally just go from all right, and you're
Well,
100.
once
He
he did it, and
Scooby-Doos the
it was
fuck
like,
out.
okay, Betsy isn't going nowhere. My ass is going the other way.
Bro, all I can imagine is fucking Bjorn casts fucking levitate, and he goes like he's about to run a 4-4, and he just pew and just takes off.
Yeah, about right.
Takes off. Oh my.
You can meld into stone with your boots, right? You just zoop underground.
That's why I put my back to. I put my back to a building, like getting back that way. Like I'm making sure I can get my ass out the way.
All right. So boss is roughly 50 feet away. Bjorn, you see him just basically sprint off into this, and he just spunking out
So
off the map.
So you guys are acting scared, right?
Cal
Yes.
is still at the window, like, what the hell? Where's the
Boss isn't
boy?"
scared, but he's definitely on high alert. He's like, all right.
I can
He
say
was
He was
Bjorn
scared
is
the
acting
first time
dragon.
he saw the damn dragon.
Yeah,
so-
Bjorn's acting scared. He full sprint. He full sprinted away. He's acting scared. But that being said, can you see them really
I cast
500
that
feet
on
in the air?
myself.
All right, okay. Oh, he said, I ain't scared of no ghosts or no dragons. So you cast that, and she's coming. She's about 300 feet away. You're in the air. What do you do?
As I see her enormity, Duton was just like, because he's already short, he'll just take a knee and bow his head a little bit and then wait for her to arrive.
As she arrives, so remember when I said she's like 300 feet long? Right? That is inaccurate. It looks like she's 300 feet long because of the clouds, but as she moves closer and the clouds begin to disperse, she's really closer to 1,000 feet long. She is massive. Her head is the side of a large building.
Kale is gonna go out the door on the other side.
What? And you just see people are fleeing in terror. I mean, people are just
I click my feet together and I turn into a gaseous form as the boots cast Windwalk, and I just float. Fucking
Bye bye.
see ya. I just woof.
All right, boss, you're
He just
50
looks
feet
at you
away.
guys.
People are
I'm just glancing at her out of the corner of my eye as they're like getting further and further away, shaking my head.
Bossing the
You're-
enormity. I'm gonna
Yeah.
jump up onto a building, like a nearby, like 30-foot tall. Just jump back a little bit further.
you see that the building you're on, people are fleeing from that building. Like people in like you can see like people, I would say, especially from that vantage point, people from like a half a mile radius is fleeing the scene.
Is there anything further up from there? Like jump off that and then jump to something even further.
You can Assassin's Creed your way through
Okay.
100% if you want to, but
Yeah,
you
I
definitely-
I
you
just
definitely
want to
like,
okay. I need to be far enough away so if she lands, I'm not immediately killed. So just judging some hand-eye
Yes.
coordination, just
yes,
in a
yes,
spot where I can be close enough to interact with the dragon, but not close enough just to stand there and die like an idiot.
Say her name
Okay,
one more time for me. Imrath?
Emerith.
Imrath.
Yes, Emerith.
Something like
And
that.
so,
Okay.
and yeah, it's I got the official pronunciation. It's pretty similar. It's yeah. Hold on, I'll put it in
Is it 2 M's?
No, it's it's hold on, here it is. It's Desert Doom, not Desert Tide, it's Desert Doom Tyrant.
Oh.
Yeah. But yes. Yeah, so Yeah. So boss, you're roughly 1,000 feet away then.
Okay. Hopefully Najee is somewhere.
Yes, Nazi fled with Kayala.
Book it.
And Aerith
I
asked
got him.
Yeah, you don't get. He left as soon as he seen like you were like, whoa. All right, popcorn's done. We're gonna fucking flee the scene.
Would like to
And,
mention I turn into the light drake and I am flying away.
you're fast as shit too. You're like fucking like 80, aren't you?
I think
yeah.
it's 60.
You're just like so you're like lightning speed, like no, fuck this. So you're like 100. You're 1,000 feet away. And Nadi with his cutting dashing is double dashing every round, so he's pretty close behind you. But as you approach, I mean, Duton, you are
Probably
roughly
60 miles away. I have 300 feet around in my form right now.
It's like,
60
yeah.
miles.
Yo, are you even in the city anymore, right?
Right? No, if I had any sort of idea that the light was Gayala, I just like right next to you. You just see this gaseous cloud just pull up next to you and keep going with you.
I imagine it's that scene where the Flash and the Superman are racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're racing.
Two lines.
But Duton, you are the size of her eyeball.
Yeah, I'm
As she flies, and as she flies, she beats her wings. Also, as she beats her wings,
if it's
give
like
me a
if
dex
I
save.
feel it's gonna be too strong, I'll like grab a hold of Betsy and see if the weight of Betsy can hold me in.
You're 500 feet in the air, aren't you?
No.
Oh,
Remember,
well
I said
then
I
no.
would go up on Betsy if that was the case.
Oh, that is right. Well, then you do go on. I would say Bessie would give you advantage on this. Give me a dex save though, as her wings gonna beat, and as she does so, you see trees begin to like palm trees begin to uproot and float in the air and shit. She is massive.
Oh god.
I'm gonna roll for Betsy too. Actually, I gotta roll for her as well. Alright, so
Duton like flies past.
I feel like right there you need to no.
he wasn't ready. Okay. Oof.
Ooh, excuse me.
I don't want to tell you DC, but you failed. You get a feeling as the gust hits, you get whipped up into this gale wind, and you and Betsy are like in that movie Hurricane, or like let's call it Hurricane, or you have the like the cow, you guys are like floating around the air, just.
So it's like if she's controlling that, or it's like we're just flying uncontrollably.
No, she just flapped her wings, and now you're in basically a category 3 tornado.
Okay.
Or F3.
So as I fly off the ground, I just yell out to her, "We come from the future. I have information to tell you."
And as you get closer, like as you kind of being near her, you feel almost as if your eyes, like the vessel in your eyes, are almost like popping just from the sheer amount of electrical energy in the air. You feel nauseous, as if you're. I'm not sure what the effects of like electrical sickness is, but it's like the like radiation. It's almost as if you're suffering from like radiation poisoning, just being near her. And as you get closer as well, she is.
Flap the wings, did you flap them, and we're coming closer to her, or we're going away from her?
No, you're. At this point right now, you guys are like 2,000 feet in the air. So when she flapped her wings, she's just flying, right? But as she does so, she's ripping up the environment as she's closer to the ground than what she normally is.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the whipped up gales, you are caught up in one of the gales, and you are 2,000 feet in the air.
Okay.
You're just floating around with Betsy, just whoa.
I'll go ahead and do that while I'm flying around.
You see other people as well flying around with you. This is happening. So you just see like people like horses, camels, Cal's buildings are literally parts of buildings are literally whipped around, and you see people. So it's not just you screaming; it's other people as well. It's like a cacophony of sounds and people screaming in terror. And she's gonna roll a perception check, see if she actually can hear you. And this would be a disadvantage because she's really not paying attention.
Well, damn! Didn't she hear me to come down here?
Hear somebody call her name. That being said, with okay, well then she can hear you. She has super hearing.
Well, if it was a plus whatever 14 or whatever you said last
15,
time, that's
yeah. She still succeeds. She still succeeds because
And don't dragons have like blind sense or something?
they're hyper aware of their surroundings in their senses,
That's why when
especially
you-
within.
when you talking about invisibility earlier, I'm like, well, that shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or
Too.
true-
Like,
no, they have
she's
true
gonna see right
sight,
through
that's
that.
right.
Yeah. So what do you say exactly? This is going to determine how this is going to.
I mean, that's what I
Um,
said to her because I'm flying around and I'm hoping at some point in time I could actually have a conversation with her. But I just say that we're from the future and I have important information to tell you.
roll a persuasion check. This may determine whether or not you've lived through this.
Or does she want to do an insight on me to see if I'm telling the truth?
She doesn't. No, she just wants. No, the persuasion is if you sound good enough for her to actually listen to you. She's here.
Are
She's
you
hearing
worth
words.
her time?
Don't fuck this up.
I don't know.
Oh god.
Oh my Lord. So right now,
What did I
she's not
roll?
really paying attention. A 4.
4?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't
A
even see
double
it.
4. Double 4. As this is happening, Duton, you see she roars loudly. As she roars, the concussive force of her voice begins to ripple, and buildings around her or explode or implode.
It's about
And-
you in the future. You don't survive.
Give me a con save as you feel a concussive force around you.
Is this magical in nature or is this?
No, this is just pure sound. Oof. That's it. One too. Holy. You guys take all of this. It isn't a lot of damage, but this is her speaking this close to you. But this is what you take. It's just you take 7 thunder damage as your bones begin to reverberate.
Thunder damage?
From her
I like
voice.
that.
And you see people that are flying around you like explode. Like some of them like literally just explode. Like
Is a commoner just
must have been a wizard.
level 1 wizard just dies. Like, oh gosh, it's a bit stronger than that.
Cal is thinking to herself, and I get in trouble for wishes.
Well, Duton, she doesn't seem to really notice or care about what you're saying so far. What do you do?
I'm gonna try again.
What do you say?
I want to tell you about your possible demise.
Roll me a persuasion. See what happens.
oh boy.
He's like that annoying door-to-door salesman. that won't
No,
go
no,
away.
he has one more time. If this isn't working, it's about to get fucking apocalyptic in this motherfucker, dude. All right, I will roll. Oof. Holy.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
This, all right. I'm gonna lead it up to the dice. Duton, roll a 1d100. Call high or low.
Always high.
Oh.
You lucky
Ooh.
bastard.
Oh.
Kind of. So as you begin to speak, you feel the winds intensify as she roars loudly as somebody is telling her of her demise. She doesn't know exactly who yet. She just keeps hearing it. And she will roll a perception check. This is plus 15 to this. She discerns the voice. And Duton, you feel the winds intensify. And you're now not just like 2,000 feet above the air, you're like, I'd say 5 to 6,000 feet as you're in a now, I would say, a full on F4 hurricane, tornado, or Class C4, like 4 tornado. You are literally being whipped in a really tight knit tornado right now. Give me a dex save as debris is entering this tornado. And Betsy will give you one as well. Good. Moss. Betsy takes half of this, and you take all of this, as trees and cows are hitting you. This is all.
Cows.
This is basically just. This is not magical bludgeoning damage. Right. $17. As you hit with a massive sign that says, all that are welcome can please enter. Sping.
So
as
he
this is
begins
happening,
to cough up blood. Ribs are broken. He gasps out, "I'm trying to save you."
and Duton, you feel yourself
You got
quickly.
I got 3 hit points left.
Yeah, you're gonna find out. As
I'm
you're
just
now,
saying.
Had 3 hit points.
I'm just saying, you're now 5,000 feet in the air, roughly, right?
with,
You're
with Featherfall
and-
on.
Yes, but you're basically above the clouds at this point, right? And you feel yourself forcibly ejected right now, and you're like slowly like falling. And as you're falling, you see you're now face to face with Emerith as she looks you deeply. She looks deeply at you. And
Is Betsy near, or is Betsy's fell already?
Betsy is near, but near could be near is a very ambiguous term. She got ejected from the tornado too. She's 300, 400 feet away from you, possibly. Because you guys got ejected from the tornado, but you feel that she definitely focused on you. So you feel as if the next words you say will decide if you live or not. Choose them wisely. You don't think she heard what you said. That being said, what you say now is imperative.
So I'm trying to speak through my pain as I am talking with it, and I say, "Oh, great Emerith, we have come from the future by way of a magical lamp. In our future, you are no longer alive. I want to help you not have such a future and possibly tell you the tale of your demise." And I'll pass out from pain.
Roll a persuasion at advantage. You're gonna need to crack an 18 for this.
Long distance guidance.
Nat 20.
You,
I feel
you
it.
don't need it.
Oh,
He got an 18 combined. Can we
Goddamn.
no.
Drive by guidance.
Drive by.
As you get caught 5,000 feet in here.
Pluton, it seems that your journey is at an end.
So she doesn't want to believe me? Is that what you're saying?
No,
I think he just ate you.
well, she just eats you.
Okay.
She does eat you. As she just says,
Well,
I
it
mean, she
wasn't
just
much
spits
of
you
a
out.
meal for her.
she just spits you out. Spits you out as she roars loudly, and you guys are seeing this not him, but the massive hurricane of around the city as just pure destruction happens. And you hear a loud voice. Who dares challenge Emerith? Who dares face the All Might? And you see that the horn on her head is glowing so intensely that almost like plasma beams are shooting from her horn, just raising the city.
I'm out.
I guess you'll never know.
And you feel as if Nuri Natal is not a very safe place at this point. What is everybody doing as the city is being attacked by
In
plasma
my
beams
cloud
of
fort,
pure
I'm
light?
going 600 feet around, straight fucking northeast.
Yeah, I'm heading north of the city. Yeah,
Montel
basically.
where that portal is, right?
He did, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm going straight northeast to
Yep.
the outskirts of the city as fast as possible.
What the fuck was that?
I will be looking for like either Boss or Aerith or Najee to fly sort of in line with, but
I
yeah.
imagine just lines of
Feel-
lightning sweeping behind him, explosions like pyroclastic dust just getting lifted up.
I mean, this is a different tier of lightning. This is just pure plasma. I mean, like plasma. This is like hyper focused, like laser lightning beam, just ping, 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 and it's not like staticky. It's constant. So it's like ding, 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 ding,
Well,
Ringing in the ears.
yes,
Kayala's
right,
flying and
ding
she's just thinking to
the
herself,
city.
well, maybe we solved the Koros problem too.
You feel as if you probably don't have a guild house anymore, and maybe a guild anymore, as that happened directly in front of your guild.
Oh, that problem solved.
We like to fuck up guilds, don't we?
We
Hey,
really
guys,
need to get away from
Y'all should have
those.
came with me to persuade this thing.
Dragons are extremely arrogant, especially at that level. Even suggesting that they could fail is probably. Well, we found out. I mean,
I'm gonna die.
fuck are you?
I mean, technically, we don't know shit yet. We're just
Yeah,
going
you have
through
no idea. You just said, the last person that probably see.
I saw him, and I
fucking
said,
Sonics my ass the way
nope.
my way the fuck out of there. I'm like, bing!
You feel like your levitate spell it has no targets anymore. Your levitate spell has no targets. It's inactive. So you can take that as you will.
The levitate. When I'm in the according to this thing, when I'm in the gaseous form, the only thing I know is either dash or change. That's the only thing.
No. Well, then that's fair. That's fair. Well, whenever you leave your gaseous form out of the city, I assume then your levitate still has a deed.
Out of the city.
Out of the rolling around at the speed of sound. The girl gotta follow me. All right. So second player character death. Guys that are watching, sometimes shit just happens. Like shit just happens, guys. Yeah, it just happens. So right now, yeah, Deton is fucking mission failed. We'll get him next time. Dead. He's dead. Like nobody.
Dead.
No, wait. I mean,
Well, the
he spit
dragon
him out,
ate me,
but
so I mean,
she ate you, chewed you, spit you out like 5,000. Yeah, he's done. So
Then the ruins of a city collapsed around you. Then a lightning bolt went through it. Then it exploded.
yeah, so the rest of the people meet.
well, maybe, just maybe, this act was foretold in the past, and this is what led to people being courageous enough to fight against the dragon to finally defeat it.
Use the
How
catalyst.
about that?
He's Neo. What is he, Neo? He's the chosen one. He's Neo. He's like, all right, I've seen this in the future. I can do this. I can do it. And so I think here this is gonna be a little bit of a shorter session, guys. As you guys get to the portal, with people fleeing the city as well. And I don't want to end this early, but I think we got to end this early.
We don't even have a quest giver anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
She did.
Yeah, we don't even have a way to get paid for that because
Paid for that.
We could go back for the money later.
Search the ruins,
The
dude.
money's gonna be there.
Can you imagine you're just like a normal citizen?
Scattered to no end.
You're just like, you're like, oh, what's that noise? Oh my god! You just open the door. Fuck.
Well, we solved
like-
the problem of several things.
Well, the one thing is that you guys
Koros is
found
dead.
out if you would have talked to fucking like, if you would have talked to Railrick, you told like, yeah, no one ever calls Emerith. It's, you know, she only comes to her own fruition when she wants to come. Hey, dragon, come here, come out and play, yay! It's like, all right, oh god,
I like how Val's
oh, god.
like three. Do you say it again? Yes. Okay. The next thing that you say is going to really matter. I'm going to say it again. All right. This one really for real this time. You got to do it.
All I see right now is that Asian guy. Emotional damage.
Well,
Well, I'm excited to see Duton's new character. Or who's gonna be Duton? I'm excited to see that. Because mission failed. Not everybody
we're
makes it to the
coming home.
not everybody makes it to the end.
Aerith is gonna come back, or well, she's gonna watch this and be like, "What the hell?"
She might
leave
be
for
watching
one
it now,
session.
saying, "What the hell?"
Oh, let's check Discord. Holy,
I was gone for like
That's,
5 minutes.
oh my
How is it that
God.
we somehow managed to destroy an entire city in every campaign?
We
done
were
it
doing
twice
so
now.
good.
Bro? It's like it's like I don't even expect this to happen. Like I'm not even playing like okay, like they're not gonna actually call the dragon down to like question it like that. It's a flying death machine.
I'm assuming that it was his madness that compelled him to
Yes,
danger.
Yes, he's like, and that makes sense. And I think because obviously normal Newton would never. So we're gonna do the wrap up. And we're gonna talk. Yes. I knew that, and that's why I was like, okay, this is a really tough spot. And I feel like I kind of set you up there kind of too. Like this isn't really dangerous. It's a dragon around. Like, oh, he's gonna actually kind of call the dragon down. Emotional.
It was a chance.
all of your session notes for today, you literally just went.
Yeah, it had so much stuff. I'm like, all right, they're gonna get this. Like, guys, I literally
We're just gonna
okay.
go
Guys
to
that are
town.
watching, guys that are watching, understand that this is what happens when it happens at every D&D table. It's just that I think it's extrapolated to my table because you can do kind of anything can kind of happen and anything
Because you have
kinda,
players that are crazy.
Well, this is the thing I always say. Players out there, always be true character.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So that's true. So it is what it is. Nuria is I would say I'm gonna roll a percentile and see how much of Nuria is destroyed, and then we'll go to the wrap up. Out of 100.
Well, guys, time to go to a different timeline.
This is the perfect time for that to show up as one.
Dude, what are you, Doctor Who? You had to jump timelines. what is the character? It was like, okay, guys, we're just simple merchants. We're simple merchants. Now we're time traveling, fucking bandit assassins. Like, what are we? Holy guys. Okay.
Half the city.
Over
Yeah.
half the city is raised.
51%. Now, was that our guild hall was sort of, or that guild, their guild hall was sort of center of the city and a little east.
Whether
correct?
it was or not, that's where I was at. So
Yes, so it was destroyed.
Mhm.
No.
Mo-
I'm asking where was it at in the city to know. So if
Oh,
Did we
50%,
break
oh,
the
oh.
good part of town or
let me,
the bad
let
part?
me
See what I'm
show
saying?
you personally. Let me
like,
go ahead and
because I'm assuming, given that this is a round, it's basically you're gonna take it and go, okay, what's covering half of it from that point
There's
out?
drawn.
both
Yeah, I was gonna say
directions?
drawn the
let
map.
me show you. Hold on,
It's dark.
let me go ahead and show you. Okay, this is wrong map. It's wrong map. Hold on, let me got you. Here, all right. So this is the city of New York. Okay. You guys are right here. I'm just gonna draw. Right here. I'm gonna show you.
We're right at the marker.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you exactly what's destroyed. That.
Oh God.
And yeah, that was destroyed. Just all of that.
So we improved the city.
I just
We took
need
out
you
the hood.
guys to make sure that you know that I started the demise of this dragon. Hail me as a hero.
Oh my god.
You guys destroyed half of the really good
Yeah.
neighborhood.
No. We didn't do anything.
And
Looking-
we
Looking
Well,
like
guys-
Steven Seagal with that black hair.
as soon as he gets the black hair, he's like, all right, guys, action movie. We're destroying everything. So yeah, I'm just gonna flat out say, guys,
Hey, if you're gonna
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
that's an awesome way to go.
I'm gonna say this. The Sithing Sands is no more. They're dead. They're dead. They're all dead.
This is
all
this
dead.
is twice now.
All dead. All dead. Dead. It's mega dead. It's
But
no way they're
I
not dead.
didn't do this one.
That's true.
Now, there, at this, y'all got out early enough, and I should have probably made y'all roll. But at this point, I would say y'all play for me. But I knew Boz and that is all right. So that's that. City, half the city's gone. You guys are northeast, and we'll pick up there with people fleeing the city also being there as well. And all right, guys, if you're watching this, like, comment, share, and subscribe. For Real D&D.
This was an
this-
awesome one.
This shit is there is no script, guys. There is no like, no, I'm not gonna no.
We
this
might
shit
be
is
coming
way-
back with a new name because all of the guilds just seem to keep getting destroyed. So
That's the thing. I'm just gonna stop.
Hey,
giving
no,
you guys
but not-
guilds.
Yeah, at this point, no guild. We
Yeah,
just-
no guilds, no guild, no friends, no associates.
We're
You guys are
just
just
hopping around.
no. You guys are just people. They're just people in the place.
Ooh.
You guys are just here. It's like, all right, guys. We can't have this. Why we can't have nice things. We just sick dragons on things. And
the new name, Advent 5, the Merchant Destroyers.
Advent 5. The no timeline. This is gonna be like fucking Doctor Strange. It's like, okay, I've seen all these timelines, and all of them are fucked. That being said, we go over to the wrap up. So if you watched, enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and we love you. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.